In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer with my friend Adam Maggard, and tonight we are at Mountain View Mesa High School. The Toros taking on the Basha Bears. Adam, what are some of our keys to the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, for Mesa, for Basha, they're the number one team in Arizona right now. Just try to control. They've had some struggles to get the ball into the end zone. They're very good at getting yards, chunk yards, but they've struggled near the red zone. So for them, just trying to get the ball in. And for Mountain View, I mean, they've had two good games. They started the season a little rough with that 0-37 loss. So just continuing the momentum from the momentum they've built in the past few games. That's going to be key for them.
Absolutely. Brody Goodman, the quarterback for the Toros, one of the most important pieces for Mountain View. As you can see on the screen here, some 2024-25 season stats. Completion percentage, 66.1% this season, 68.7% this season for the Toros. Keys to the game, like we said, the Basha Bears, number one team in Arizona, number 25 in the nation. While the Toros, keys to the game, get that passing game going, 15.3 completions per game, led by Brody Goodman, the Utah State commit, 6A Offensive Player of the Year last year, first team All-Arizona, Fiesta Region Player of the Year, 43 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Well, we're going to take a break here, throw it down to Riley Hartman for pregame interviews.
My name is Devin Blankchip here with the Varsity Sports Show. We're with Coach McDonald for Basha. Coach, you guys have started off great, 3-0 in the top 25 in the country. What's been the message to the boys, just trying to keep them humble?
It's same message all the time, every year. Just it's day by day. Ranking. It's nice to be recognized, but rankings don't mean anything if you don't win. So, you got to make the main thing, and that's the focus on getting better every day.
All right. You're going against an offense tonight. Past two games, over 800 yards total offense. What's the focuses on defense heading into tonight?
Well, we've got to make them one-dimensional, and then obviously we got to put pressure on their quarterback. He's a really good player. Coach Litton does a really good job offensively, scheming people up. So, obviously winning the line of scrimmage and making them one-dimensional, and then making Goodman's life, rushing throws and things of that nature.
All right, awesome. Good luck tonight, Coach. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
I'm Devin Blankchip with the Varsity Sports Show. Today I'm with Coach Litton of the Mountain View High School team. Coach, you guys, your last two games, you have over 800 yards of total offense. How important is it to build on that momentum tonight?
We talk a lot about momentum, and it's just a belief that you can win. And right now, things are going real well. We have a great opponent, so you really get to re-gauge yourself from week one and see where we're at.
Perfect. Last week, Coach, you guys built on your rushing attack. You had 15 more total carries than you did the week prior. Is that something you want to lean on again tonight?
We're going to be balanced anytime that we can, and we'll take what they give us. So if we have a run game, we'll take it. If we have a pass game, obviously we want to hit holes in their defense. So we'll take what they give us.
Thank you, Coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer, here with Adam Maggard at Mountain View High School, Jesse Parker Field, where we are getting ready to kick off one of the best games of the year so far on a beautiful Friday night in Mesa, Arizona. Adam, we talked about this Toros offense and quarterback Brady Goodman, the importance that he has for this Toros squad. What are we going to see from him today?
Yeah, I expect a big game. You said he's a Utah State commit. He's got big expectations this season. Stands at a good stature, 6'4", roughly 215 pounds. Just about perfect weight for a quarterback. The coach also told us earlier tonight to keep an eye out for Talon Arnett, as well as Zachary Galaviz. those two are going to be X factors tonight for this Mountain View offense.
Yeah, number 0, Talon Arnett. Number 1, Zachary Galaviz. Keep an eye out for them tonight. Defensively for the Bears, Dante Bruley, one of the best DNs in Arizona, a top 50 recruit. Mason Lewis, the 13th DB in Arizona, got notice from Vandy and K-State. So some pivotal pieces on that defensive side looking to slow Brady Goodman down. Let's talk a little bit about the history here at Mountain View. The Toros, a very rich history of success. Total of 8 state championships, runner-ups in 6A last year as they take the field, led by number 7 and number 42 of the Toros.
Yeah, great information there, Dan. For Mountain View tonight, key players, yeah, as I said, Arnett, Goodman, those guys are going to be some strong guys on defense. Parker Foster, he's a pass rush force. Leaderboard show he has 2 sacks according to Max Preps, which could be wrong, but we're going to go with it. Preston Patterson as well, the middle linebacker. He's the leading tackler for the team, and he's their defensive leader. So keep an eye out for them tonight. They should play a pretty big role.
Absolutely. Preston Patterson, a junior as well. So going to be looking to lead this squad not only for this year, but for next year as well for his senior year. So a nice, strong, young core. Mountain View graduated a lot of seniors last year. They have 16 on the roster this year. And like we talked about, Preston Patterson, Parker Foster, Cannon Rabin. He's got offers from Lake Forest, Simpson College, and the Pacific Football Boxers, as well as River Falls. An absolute force on the defensive side for the Toros. But I think, like we talked about, it's all going to come down to Brady Goodman, number 5 for the Toros, and how the Utah State commit plays.
Yeah, he's definitely their best player tonight. So we'll see if he could step up and lead the team. This is going to be a tough matchup against the number 1 ranked team in the state and 25th ranked national. But if they can win this game, it would be definitely a huge statement.
Absolutely. Numbers 11, 1, 13, and 5. Rain Curiel, Parker Foster, Brady Goodman.
Those are definitely going to be some key players to watch tonight. Both offenses pretty explosive. Basha is averaging 38 points per game so far through the 3 games, and Mountain View 31.7. Both defenses are also pretty strong. Basha only allowing 14.7 points per game, 44 points total through the first 3 games, and Mountain View averaging 19.3 points allowed with 58 points allowed through 3 games, which there's a little bit of a statistical outlier since that first game was a little rough. The other 2 games they won pretty handily. They defeated Boulder Creek last week, 49-14, and the week before that beat Mesa 46-7. So should be a good night for offense and defense. We'll see which 2 can step up, and we'll get into the game very shortly here.
Absolutely. Zach Galaviz, Brady Goodman, Rain Curiel, and number 13, Vinny Uriarte are the captains tonight for the Toros out there leading the team as we get ready to figure out who is going to start this game with the ball. We talked a lot about the offenses here. Both of these squads in warm-ups look like college teams. I mean, these guys are professional. They are tight-knit. They are put together. And an absolute force. This offensive line for the Toros, Diego Kish, a very important part of that. Camden Biguet, Evan Millett, Adriel Hernandez, and Hurston Skinner, all guys who are going to be looking to protect Goodman tonight, and have done a pretty good job of that so far this year. Goodman is a great runner, so if he needs to get out of the pocket, he can. Had 11 rushing touchdowns last year, 451 rushing yards. But yeah, we talked about Talon Arnett, the senior wide receiver, leads the team in receiving so far this year with 4 touchdowns, an average of almost 70 receiving yards per game.
Yeah, I mean, for Basha tonight, I'm looking forward to seeing how Cash Brock does. Last game against Williamsfield, he had 65 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. We'll see if he can continue the performance that he had last game as well. For Basha, Joshua Gaines, their running back, has been averaging 71 yards per game, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get a run game established early. That always helps open up some receiving threat. And for Mountain View, I'm very interested to see how Talon Arnett does, their leading receiver. He's averaging roughly 69 to 72 yards per game in this so far this season. and their running back. He's not had the strongest defense, but run game, but he does provide balance for the offense, and that's one of the most important parts of establishing a run game.
So it looks like the Toros have deferred to the second half and will kick away to the Bears to start this first half. John Girard, the kicker punter senior, standing at 6'2", 210 pounds. It's not often that you see a kicker standing 6'2", 210.
Yeah, I mean, Basha, it should be interesting to see this return. Their punt returner, Kaden Williams, I'm assuming we'll see him back there. He's averaging 34.3 yards so far on his returns, but they're going to let the ball sail into the end zone.
Yeah, Girard's going to send one right through the back of the end zone and not even give the Bears a chance to return. Probably a good strategy with the amount of explosive players that the Bears have on this squad. So the Bears offense is going to come out to start with the Toros defense trying to defend home field advantage here tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what this Basha offense has. Basha offense, they have 6 commits, not all on offense, but 6 commits on the team. It should be a pretty dominant team, but Mountain View as well, pretty dominant, so it should be a good matchup tonight.
So 12 minutes to start this first quarter. The shotgun snap. Number 8 for the Bears looking. Got a man complete to number 4 of the Bears.
Yeah, number 8, Brody Veers. Good little pass there to get the drive started, move the chains. Love to see that. We'll see if they maybe go to the run game here, but with that strong running back they have, it should be interesting start to this drive.
Yeah, Bears have a very balanced attack. Veers in the shotgun again, takes the snap, looking down to his left, launches over the middle of the field, complete, bobbled and tipped in the air. Intended receiver was number 80 of the Bears, broken up defensively by the Toros.
Good defense there by Brody Anderson, the strong safety. Senior, standing at 5'11", 195 pounds, pretty big boy. Able to defend the pass pretty well there.
Absolutely. Toros not giving in.
Yeah, he can't give up those big plays.
Zachary Galaviz in there as well on the transfer. Snap, handoff up the middle. It's going to be kept by the quarterback Veers as he's tackled quickly by a group of Toros for a short gain on second down.
Yeah, that was a good stop there by the Toros. Able to mob to the ball there. Force this third down here. That's what you like to do if you're the defense. Offensively, you've got a pretty easy 3rd and 5, so just gotta execute.
3rd and 5 now for the Bears. Veers drops back, holds onto the ball, looking towards the sideline, complete. Taken down quickly by a Toro on the far side of the field.
Yeah, that was Percy. I believe that was Percy Knox catching the ball there for the Bears, but good defense there by the Toros to not give up anything more. Great little hook, great little comeback route there.
Toros defense done a good job tackling. Handoff up the middle to number 6 of the Bears, taken down around the ankles for about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, that's Noah Roberts. First time we've seen him really tonight, but good run to start the drive. Pick up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Bears. So far, the Toros have struggled a little bit defensively, giving up a few first downs here. We'll see if they can come up with a stop here on this 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Toros got to find that pass rush. Shotgun snap to Veers. Handoff up the middle to number 23 of the Bears. Taken down by a group of Toros. Number 7, Preston Patterson, in on that one.
Yeah, that was running back Joshua Gaines. Pretty nice run there. Pick up the first down. That's what you like to see if you're the Bears offense. Keep the drive moving. Pick up that first down. And continue on with what they have going right now. So far, the offense looks pretty explosive.
Bears putting together a nice drive. The quick snap. Veers out to his right. Got a man who's breaking away, and he's got the sideline, and he's got speed. Touchdown Bears to open up this one.
Yeah, that looked like the running back, Noah Roberts, there, just on a little screen. Able to just take off, use his speed, and find the edge. Get the touchdown early. Bears up 6-0. We'll see about this extra point.
So a grindy drive from the Bears early. Toros weren't giving them much on the majority of those plays, but Veers able to get it out quickly, find his man in Roberts, and he takes off up the sideline for 6.
Yeah, that was a pretty textbook drive there for the Bears, and we'll see how that defense can respond and see if they can shut down Brady Goodman.
So the kick is good, making it 7-0 with 9 minutes 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Toro is going to get the ball. Adam, what did we see there on that drive from the Bears?
Just great execution overall. No real slow plays there. Every play picked up yards. They did a good job limiting third downs. I think they only had about, one on that whole drive, and they handled the third down very, very smoothly. Now it's just up to the defense to see if they can get a stop on this explosive Toros offense.
So we got a replay here. As you can see, Roberts getting away from everybody on that right side. Got a ton of speed, and he's in the end zone.
Yeah, that was a great run there by Roberts. Just able to get the edge and use his speed to pick up that touchdown there. That's what if you're the Bears, that's what you're looking for. They've had a little bit of a struggle when they get inside the 20 into the red zone area, but tonight, so far, looking good.
Mikey Barth, the kicker for the Bears, getting ready to boot this one away with some Toros back to receive. It's a skied kick.
Into the back of the end zone.
Go through the back of the end zone, so the Toros offense will start on their own 20.
All right, well, we'll see what the Toros have in store. What can Brady Goodman cook up? The Utah State commit got a lot of expectations this year, senior year. Big year to prove that he's him.
Absolutely, Goodman going to get his first chance tonight to showcase this Toros offense.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Talon Arnett on the field. Big player for the Bears tonight. For the Toros tonight. Oh, false start on the play.
So flags flying in early, false start on the offense.
Penalty, still first down.
Yeah, that was not the way you want to start if you're the Toros offense, but we'll see how they recover. 1st and 15.
1st and 15. They'll give it another try here. Draw something up. Goodman in the shotgun. Sends a couple in motion. Empty backfield for him now. Drops back, looking to his left. Over the middle of the field, tipped away.
That was a scary throw right there by Goodman. Put it into a roughly triple coverage there. Lucky that didn't get intercepted. It got tipped by the Bears defense there.
Intended for number 25, Max Germain, the big junior tight end, standing at 6'4", 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's a big boy out there. But that's what you like to have if you're the quarterback.
In and out of the hands. It's like some trouble trying to get anywhere near that line of scrimmage for the Toros. Run is stopped quickly. Number 2, Steve Meadow.
Yeah, the Bears
running back.
Bears defensive line doing a good job of getting penetration. Put a stop to that real quick. Stop the Toros right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 15. This is going to be a tough one. We'll see what they have in store.
3rd and 15 for the Toros. Let's see what head coach Andy Litton can draw up for Mountain View. Goodman rolls out to his right. He's got time. He's got a man complete.
Wow, what a play there by Brady Goodman to just roll out to his right and find his man. That's number 1, Zachary Galaviz. Great play there by both the offense. They're going to go for it on 4th down and maybe a timeout on the field here.
Yeah, timeout is going to be taken by the Bears as the Toros were hurrying to that line, trying to take advantage, saw something that they liked, and tried to pick it up on 4th and 1.
Yeah, I think that was a good call there by Chris McDonald, able to recognize that the Toros were going to try to move fast there on that 4th and 1, and just calling the timeout, saw his defense wasn't set and ready, and I think that was probably the best move for him. The Toros, it'll be interesting to see. I assume they'll still go for it, but it is a risky spot on the field to be going for it. If you don't get it, you're going to give the ball up on your 29, but we'll see. It looks like they wanted to run like a little bit of a quarterback sneak, so we'll see if they go back to that.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been a first down, and it was a great job by the Toros coaching staff to realize what they had, take advantage. Brady Goodman rushing him to the line there as he's going to get it set. 12 personnel on the field for the Toros. Sends both tight ends in motion, flips the strong side, gives them the hard count,
And he
and
gets that
flags come
jump.
flying.
That was pretty textbook there by Brady.
Defense.
That's going
First down.
to be an encroachment call on the Bears, giving the Toros a first down. That's exactly what they were looking for. Not even sure if they were really looking to snap that. I think they maybe just had an idea of going to a hard count. What do you think, Dane?
Yeah, absolutely. Bears burn a timeout. You figure go out there, see if you can get a jump, burn a timeout if you have to. But they do a great job. Goodman under center. Play action. Rolls out to his left. Got his man. 40 of the Toros, who's got some more first down Toros.
Yeah, that was Sterling Stapley, their tight end. Nice little play call there by the coach. I don't think that the Bears saw that one coming, and it worked out perfect by the Bears.
Some nice
Sorry,
design.
by the Toros.
Some
My
nice
bad.
design from the Toros coaching staff. They're moving quickly here with a lot of pace. Send Stapley back in motion. Goodman rolls out to his right this time, steps up in the pocket, trying to make a couple miss, still on his feet, gets it off.
That was some great hustle there by Goodman, just able to move around in the pocket even though it was collapsing, move out of the pocket and able to just throw it away, avoid the intentional grounding and avoid the sack. So far, Brady Goodman's looked pretty good for this Toros offense. You can definitely tell he's a leader, and it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how if he can continue this drive. Looking at a 2nd and 10, 8 minutes left.
Absolutely. Goodman with a high IQ play there, able to stay on his feet somehow as he hands the ball off to number 2, Steve Meadow, who's met quickly around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great job there by the Bears defense to get to Meadow. Even though he broke on that outside, they were able to come up, wrap him up, get the tackle, force that 3rd and 9. This is going to be a tough drive, but I mean, Brady Goodman earlier converted on a 3rd and 15, so I wouldn't put it past his playbook to convert here. So we'll see if they go for a little check down, maybe looking for a four down situation. We'll see here.
Toros take both tight ends off the field. Goodman standing in the shotgun, drops back, got pressure early, and he's going to be swung down in the backfield. Number 35 of the Bears.
That is Caleb Jordan. Great job by the defensive end to get around the edge and not allow Brady Goodman to escape outside and just bring him down for a sack. Loss of 7 yards and forcing a 4th and 16. So they'll bring out the punt team.
Punt team on for the Toros. Number 15, John Girard, back to punt it here.
Yeah, Caden Williams back to receive. We'll see what he can do with this return. Oh, and it hits the Toros player and just is going to be downed at like the 23-yard line.
So a lot of action right there on that punt. Looked like the punter might have been hit. Looked like it bounced off a Toros player's leg while a bear was flying through a group of Toros. So a lot going on that one. Regardless, Bears are going to get the ball at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what Veers can do on this drive.
Brody Veers standing in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. Drops back, looks to his right, ball's tipped in the air, intended for number 2, Jaden Baldwin.
Yeah, it looked like he should have had that one, but it's okay. 1st and 10. Drops happen. Just got to be better on the next play. A little scary there for Veers. Ball got tipped up in the air. Could have been an interception, but he avoids it just narrowly.
So 2nd time we've seen this Toros defense force a tipped incompletion like that. You feel like it's got to be only a matter of time before one of them ends up in Toro's hands. Screen pass out to number 4, the Bears. Breaking tackles, staying in on the sidelines somehow. Taken down by number 3, Brody Anderson of the Toros.
Yeah, that was Cash Brock, one of those guys that the coach told us to look out for tonight. Again, as I said earlier, last game he had 65 yards receiving as well as 2 touchdowns. Looks like he's really trying to continue that performance on. Great ability to just break a few tackles there. Using his speed, picks up a good gain there, probably roughly 25 yards.
Yeah, 25 yards on a pass that comes behind the line of scrimmage is something no team will turn down. Handoff up the left side. Number 23, Joshua Gaines, wrapped up, taken down after a gain of about 6 on first down.
Good run there by Joshua Gaines. Good blocking there by the Bears offensive line, able to allow Gaines to get that outside edge and pick up a good chunk of yards there.
Bears have done a good job of spreading the love here early. Veers drops back, got a man deep looking for him, and it's overthrown.
Looking for Jaden Baldwin on that play. Looks like a little bit of an overthrow there. I don't know if he was quite open, but I like the aggressiveness there by Veers, looking for a big play. We'll see if what their play call is here on this 3rd and 4. They might go back to the run, but wouldn't be surprised to see a little short pass, maybe a screen on this play.
Bears taking a shot on 2nd and 4. Goodman with the hard count. Veers with the hard count for the Bears, looking towards the sideline, getting signals.
Yeah, it looks like there might be a little confusion here, but it looks like they figured it out.
Number 2, Jaden Baldwin, the speedster on the bottom of your screen here. Handoff up the middle to number 6, Noah Roberts. Roberts taken down around the line again, and it's going to be a first down for the Bears.
Good run there by Roberts, and that was a great fake there by Veers. Honestly, he tricked me. I thought he had it. I thought it was going to be a keeper, but he was able to capitalize there.
Veers moving this offense along nicely, keeping them on schedule. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to his right. Now he runs up the middle, slides down quickly. He had number 11 of the Toros, Rain Curiel, the senior middle linebacker, coming at him full speed.
Yeah, pocket collapsing. I think that was a good move there by Veers. Just get a few yards. Don't give up a sack, and don't force anything that you don't need to force. Up 7. No reason to be throwing some crazy throws in there right now.
Defensively, Brody Anderson, Cash Skousen back there for the Toros, ranging the secondary, making some plays here early. Forcing 2nd down for the Bears. Veers in the shotgun. Drops back quickly, dumps it off to Roberts on his right. Roberts scampers out of bounds.
Looks like it'll be about a 3rd and 1 there. That was a good play. Nice, easy completion. Pick up a few more yards. Shorten it up for a nice, looks like they're going to call a 3rd and 2, but a pretty short 3rd and 2. We'll see. The Bears offense so far has definitely looked like a top offense.
Yeah, they've calmly marched down the field here so far. The hard count from Veers doesn't work. Looks to the sideline to adjust.
Yeah, looks like they're really trying to get that hard count established.
Number 4, Cash Brock here on the bottom of the field. Going to be handed off to Roberts, and he's going to pick up a Bears first down.
Good run there. Good blocking by the offensive line to open up a little hole for the running back to get through, and it ends up working out. First down, Bears.
So Roberts has been a factor in this one so far. Done pretty much everything. He's been able to run the ball with a lot of power, been able to catch the ball out of the backfield, make moves. He's already got a touchdown tonight on that little screen pass up the sideline that put the Bears on top.
Definitely impressive his performance.
Handoff up the middle to number 23, Joshua Gaines. Picks up 7 yards on first down for the Bears.
Good run there by Gaines, just finding a hole, picking up as many yards as he can, and the Toros defense able to stop him after a nice little chunk of yards. But now 2nd and 5, it looks like. We'll see what the Bears have in store for this Toros defense.
2nd and 5 for the Bears. Veers lined up in the shotgun. He's got trips down to his left, bottom of the field. He rolls out to his left, got pressure early, able to evade. scampering around the backfield, looking for a way through. He finds one,
Wow.
fumbled the football around the 15-yard line. Players diving all over it.
Waiting for the call.
Referees signaling.
No signal yet on the play, but that was a great run there by Veers. I thought he was going to be down in the backfield, but he was able to use his speed, find an edge. Unfortunate little fumble at the end of the play, but it looks like they have recovered. So a little breath of fresh air there for the Bears offense. I thought the Toros defense might have come up big there.
Yeah, Bears. A little bit of a heart attack there. Veers able to escape trouble in the backfield, and then he has trouble around the 15. Getting away from defenders, fumbles the football. Luckily able to jump right back on top of it. I don't know how. There was Toros defenders all over that thing. As a timeout is going to be taken by the Toros. And with that timeout, we're going to go ahead and take a small break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Varsity Sports Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer here with my friend Adam Maggard at Mountain View High School. We've got the Basha Bears facing off against the Mountain View Toros. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. An eventful first quarter so far. We've seen fumbles. We've seen screen passes taken for touchdowns. We've seen punts nearly blocked. A lot of action in this one, folks.
Yeah, this is where Basha struggled a little bit this year, so it'll be interesting to see if the Bears offense can get yet another touchdown here on this drive.
Veers play action, quick pass to the right side. Roberts.
That's Jaden Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Good little play call there by the coach. Able to pick up a good chunk of yards there and put them in a roughly 7 yards to the end zone.
Second and very short for the Bears. Veers shotgun, handoff up the middle to Roberts. Roberts runs into a wall of Toros. Got nowhere to go.
I'm not sure if that was enough to pick up the first down. But good defense there by the Toros. Able to stifle the running back quickly. Not let him pick up a lot of yards and force a third down. Although I'm sure this is 4-down territory here for the Bears. Trying to be aggressive.
Toros defense has been on the field for a long time in this one. We saw that opening drive lasted around 3 minutes. Toros got the ball, had it for also 3 minutes, and Bears have been able to control this one. Pass intended for number 4 of the Bears, broken up
by Tristan Willis. Good defense there by the defender of the Toros. Able to defend the slant pretty well there and not allow a touchdown. Now looking at a 4th and 1 for the Bears. This would be a huge stop for the Toros if they're able to stop the Bears offense here.
Bears can pick up the first down with a short gain, which will give them a brand new set of downs for 1st and goal. Veers out of the shotgun. It's going to be a quarterback run to the right, running to the corner. We'll see where they spot it, and it's enough for a Bears first down.
Yeah, that was very close there. I was kind of surprised to see the Bears line up in shotgun there. I feel like the simpler play there would have just been to run it up the middle or sneak it, but Veers was able to get that edge and pick up the first down there. Just barely.
A pivotal 4th down for the Bears sets up a brand new fresh set of downs on 1st and goal from around the 7-yard line. Veers shotgun, handoff to Roberts, taken down immediately by the Toros D-line. Looked like number 55
yeah,
of the Toros.
That was so far on this red zone area. The Toros defensive line has looked pretty good against the run, not allowing very many big plays. but we'll see if they can, 3 yards to go. We'll see if they can hold this Bears offense out of the end zone.
Bears heading towards the sideline, and that's going to do it for the first quarter here at Jesse Parker Field at Mountain View High School. Toros down 0-7 to the Basha Bears. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer, here with my friend Adam Maggard. Adam, a crazy first quarter. We've got the Bears second and goal here. What are they going to look to do?
I don't know. If I were the Bears, I'd probably look to run the ball here, but the Toros defense has looked good against the run, so we'll see what the Bears cook up here. This is a huge defensive stand here for the Toros.
Handoff by Veers up the middle, taken into the end zone. Joshua Gaines takes it right up the gut and puts 6 more on the board for the Bears.
Good run there by Gaines to get in for the second touchdown of the game for the Bears. Rough start so far for Mountain View. Not what you like to see, but we'll see how the Mountain View offense can respond. I understand that Mountain View defense is probably a little tired, so hopefully the offense can put together a little bit of a drive here and give that defense a break.
Yeah, the Toros defense was out there for way too long, as the extra point from Barth is good. Makes it 14-0. Bears on top here at Mountain View at Jesse Parker Field.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty pivotal drive here for the Toros. You do not want to go down 14-0, so getting some points on the board is going to be huge for confidence and momentum for both the offense and the defense. The defense definitely needs a break. And we'll see what the offense can do here as the special teams get set to receive the kickoff. Back for the Toros, we have Zachary Galaviz and Talon Arnett. 2 guys that the coach told us to watch out for tonight. So we'll see if they can maybe get a nice return here. And we'll see if Basha decides to just kick it into the end zone and not allow any possibility for a return here.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Talon Arnett early in the pregame. We have not seen a ton from him so far. Toros hoping they can get a returnable ball here and maybe get something going on the special team side of things. Defensively, they haven't really been able to. Offensively, haven't been able to. Still a ton of time left in this one. That ball is going to sail into the end zone and be a touchback. Toro is going to start on their own 20 once again.
All right, this is going to be a huge drive here for Brady Goodman. I would hope he would maybe try to target his guy, Talon Arnett, probably his best receiving option out there. But we'll see what the Toros go to here. Got to establish a run game, maybe get a little play action going once they can establish a run game, and they need to be able to pick up some first downs, keep the chain moving, and just get a little confidence, a little momentum. That would be huge for them right now. I know down 14-0 at home, that's not what you want to see. So get the fans back into it, get the players back into it, coaches back into it, and we'll see what they have cooked up for us here.
Goodman out there in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Arnett himself gives it originally to Arnett, but keeps it on the option, sliding down. Pickup of about 9 on first down for the Toros, so already ahead of schedule Toros fired up to start this second quarter.
I thought that was a pretty high-level play there by Brady Goodman, able to recognize that Talon Arnett was not probably going to be able to break that edge and just keeping it, running it up the middle, picking up roughly 9 yards on that play.
Goodman out to the right, got his man. Arnett makes two-man miss, making defenders look silly out there. Makes three Bears miss before he's taken down after picking up Toros first down.
Yeah, Arnett looks super explosive, super shifty, able to just move around, make defenders miss. And I love that screen pass there on that short second and down. Able to just get some easy yardage, give it to your guy, let him make some moves. And so far on this drive, Brady Goodman's looked good.
Goodman, three receivers out to his left, hands it off up the middle to Coy Bodley. Taken down after a nice gain on first for the Toros.
Yeah, great run there by Bodley. I haven't seen too much of him so far yet tonight, so it's good to see him maybe pick up a little confidence there, pick up a nice chunk of yards, and set him up for an easy 2nd down and 3.
Bodley splitting reps with the senior Steve Meadow. Goodman looking out to the right, running quickly here. This Toros offense complete to number 1, Zach Galaviz.
Yeah, good play there by Galaviz, finding a little hole in the zone, able to just give Goodman a nice easy pass up the middle, pick up a nice chunk of yards there and move the chains. This is exactly what we needed to see out of this Mountain View offense. Just a little bit of movement, a little bit of momentum, defense getting a little rest.
Toros, this hurry up offense has been working. Goodman looks like he tried to dodge the pressure in the backfield, slipped, goes down around the 50.
Yeah, unfortunate mistake there for the Toros offense after looking so good to start the drive, but I'm sure they can look to recover here. 2nd and 15, though, not what you like to see. We'll see if they go to the air here. It looks like they will. No running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, Goodman, empty backfield, tosses it out to the right.
Just not a great throw there by Goodman. A little behind his receiver. Receiver has to make a little bit of a adjustment with the body and slips and blown up there too by the Bears defense. Good rallying around the ball there for the Bears defense. And now looking at a rough 3rd and 16. We'll see if they maybe look to target Arnett out there. Even just give him some space and let him make some moves.
Goodman rolls out to his left, looking long. The turnaround route not going to be enough, intended for number 6 of the Toros.
Teo Weeks. Unfortunately, a little over his head and not able to come up with the completion there. That's going to put a little stunt to that Toros drive that started off so good. It's unfortunate. Mistakes always kill drives, so just got to look to be better on the next drive. And hopefully this defense, they got a little bit of a rest there. So hopefully they're feeling a little more rejuvenated, able to hopefully maybe get a stop against this explosive Bears offense.
Yeah, that's the tough part about running a very high-paced offense like the Toros do. When it's working, it works really well. We saw it there, made up a ton of ground. But when it stalls out, it can be difficult. Ball's going to be caught at the inside the 10-yard line, and the Toros going to swarm to the ball. So a nice job by the punt unit to start the Bears deep in their own territory and give this Toros defense a little bit of hope.
Yeah, I believe that man returning it was Caden Williams, the free safety / strong safety out there for the Bears. I don't know if I really agree with catching the ball there. It's going to put them in a little bit of a rough situation where maybe if you didn't catch it, it could have rolled into the end zone. But that's a great special teams play there for the Toros, able to put the Bears back deep in their own end zone area. And now we'll see what the Bears offense has in store for us.
Veers in the shotgun. Looks out to his right. Got pressure. Going deep. Got a man. Caught at the 45-yard line. Number 80 for the Bears on the reception.
Yeah, that was a great throw there. Finding his man Christian Diaz, the 5'9" wide receiver, able to get some space. And then Veers just able to drop a dime, just perfectly thrown. Good defense there by the Toros too, but just a great ball by Veers. Good catch there by the receiver.
Diaz with a great catch there. Number 23 of the Bears got an edge. He's made a one-man miss, got more to go, and he's going to go all the way in for a Bears touchdown. Found the edge of that one and took it all the way.
Yeah, that was a great run there by the running back, Joshua Gaines. So far, been an X factor in this game. Second touchdown, but there's a flag on the play, and it's a hold against the Bears. That's really going to hurt. Taking away a 60-yard, roughly 60-yard rush there by Gaines. Now looking at an unfortunate first and I'm going to guess around 20 yards. Not what you like to see for the Bears offense. Huge for that Toros defense. Just a breath of fresh air for them.
Coming off the big play, Toros made another big play on the ground that time, but the holding penalty is going to bring it all the way back. Make it 1st and 20 for Veers and this offense. Got Roberts in the backfield with him now. Rolls out to his right. Looking, got his man, Cash Brock.
Ref
Drops
rules.
the ball. Referees throwing flags on that one.
Yeah, flag out, no catch. We'll see if this is once again against the Bears offense. That would be pretty rough. Waiting.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Up. The penalty is declined. Result of the play. Second.
That is going to be a penalty against the Bears. Illegal man downfield, but penalty is declined. Looking at a 2nd and 20 now.
2nd down now for the Bears. Veers back out there in the shotgun. He's got Brock and Baldwin down there on the bottom of the screen. Handoff to Roberts, who takes a shot after picking up what looks like 6 yards on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and 14 for the Bears.
Yeah, I like that play call there for the Bears. Just looking to pick up some yards, shorten up that the 3rd down here. Now, instead of looking at a 3rd and 20, looking at a 3rd and 14. Still a rough 3rd and 14, but still a rough 3rd down, but a lot more manageable. And we'll see what the coach has in store for this play.
Veers directing the offense here. Got 3 receivers down there on his right at the bottom of your screen. Shotgun snap, rolls out to his right. Veers looking towards the sideline. Cash complete to number 2, Jaden Baldwin, but he's smoked.
Great hit there by Tristan Willis, the cornerback. Lit up the receiver and stops him just short of the line to gain. It'll be interesting to see how aggressive the Bears play this if they decide to go for it. I'm thinking it looks like they're going to keep the offense out here, Dan.
4th and short, Bears.
They are going to keep the offense out there, going quickly.
Bringing on some tight ends.
Ooh.
Trying to get a jump there is Veers. Doesn't get it, looks towards the sideline.
The fans are getting into it here on this 4th down. That's what the Toros need. Fans have been a little out of it.
Handoff kept by Veers, and he's got enough for a Bears 1st down.
Yeah, that was a great play by Veers there. Able to put a little dagger in the Toros offense or defense and the fans. Great keep there. It looked like the running back was going to be blown up. Sees that, able to recognize the defense has a little bit of a blown deep offensive coverage and keeps it himself. Picks up about 4 there, enough for the 1st down.
Noah Roberts in the backfield. Veers drops back, looking over the middle, complete to number 4, Cash Brock.
Yeah, that's a guy that the coach told us to look out for as well tonight. Great little ability to find a hole there on in the Toros defense. Just sit down, let the quarterback find him, and able to pick up a nice chunk of yards there on that 1st down. Looking at 2nd and 3.
Brody Veers, the North Texas commit, having a game tonight. Handoff to Robinson up the middle, stopped quickly.
There we go. Great defense there by the Toros. Just able to blow up that offensive line, and 3 men come through, able to stop the running back there, and actually lost the yards there.
Number 55, Eddie Valenzuela, making the tackle as Noah Roberts, the ball carrier, was stopped quickly. Brings up 3rd down for the Bears. We've seen them do a great job converting on those tonight and then getting to 4th down and converting on those as well. We'll see if the Toros defense can step up here. Veers out of the shotgun. Looks to his left. Ball's
Oh,
tipped. Deflected into the air on third down. Brings up fourth down for the Bears.
that was once again Valenzuela making a little bit of a present, making his presence felt there. And another guy on the Toros, I'm unsure who it was. I think it was 24. That would be Cameron Rabin, able to get a little bit of a pressure there and able to bat down that pass from Veers. Now 4th and 4. The Bears take a timeout. It looks like maybe going to discuss if they want to go for it here. It's probably a little bit out of field goal range, but we'll see what the Bears come up with here. It's actually a timeout by Mountain View. I think I like that. Give the defense a little time to regroup before this probable 4th down and go for the Bears.
Both teams talking it over in the huddles before another big 4th down. We've seen a few of them tonight. Bears have been on the fortunate side of all of those, converting them.
Yeah, so far, Basha has lived up to their high expectations for tonight. Up 14-0, driving once again, but the Toros defense finally looks like they've had 2 4th down situations now so far this drive, and looking like they're maybe able to find a little bit of momentum, and we'll see what they're able to do here on this 4th and 4. This is a huge play here for the Toros defense. And for the Bears, they're just looking to continue just putting pressure on this Toros offense to do something.
Veers lined up in the shotgun. Toro showing pressure, cover 0. Everybody up at the line of scrimmage and manned up across the board. Snap taken. Veers over the middle.
Oh,
Pass caught by number 4, fighting his way up near the 1st down marker. We'll see where they spot it.
and it looks like it's going to be
And looks
short.
like it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Toros defense comes up big.
Wow,
Number 4, Cash Brock with the reception, was smoked coming over the middle of the field and held up.
yeah, great play there by number 11, Rain Curiel. His helmet came off on the play, but delivered a huge hit there. And it looks like we may have a man down for the Bears, unfortunately. But great hit there by the Toros. Great stop. That's exactly what they need. Little bit of momentum. Now we'll see what that offense can do. Hopefully, maybe able to keep the chains moving on this drive and get the ball in the end zone, or at least get some points on the board.
Toros offense looking to capitalize off a big 4th down stop. As they do that, we're going to take a quick break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos es.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer, here with Adam Maggard. Toros looking to capitalize off the turnover on downs. Goodman going to keep it himself, stretching towards the line of scrimmage to try and pick up some yardage. Yeah, get a very short gain there.
Good defense by the Bears, able to get some penetration. Good play there by Goodman, though, too. He was about to give it to Arnett, who was going to be blown up in the backfield, able to keep it and pick up a yard. So it's not a negative play, but not what you're hoping for if you're the Toros.
Goodman, empty backfield, looking out to the right. Ball deflected immediately.
Yeah, that was number 18. I believe.
Flag down. Looks like a false start on the offense. It's going to back the Toros offense up.
Yeah, not what the Toros needed right now. Down 14, deep in their own field position, and not a great start to this drive. Looking at a 2nd and 14. We'll see if Goodman can command this offense into getting a few yards here and making it a more 3rd and manageable.
Goodman sends a man in motion. Drops back, looking to his right. Got pressure early. Rolls out to his right. Still looking downfield. Fires. Intercepted along the sideline.
Oh, and they're going to call it inbounds. Interception for the Bears. Huge play there, Tane.
Number 44 for the Bears with the interception.
Yeah, that was great defense there. The defensive line able to get penetration early. Forced Goodman to get a little uncomfortable there. Rolling out to his right. And ends up trying to force one there. And it ends up being an interception. Great play there by the Bears defense.
Eli Kramer Cronin, the outside linebacker. Not often that you see an outside linebacker get out there in the secondary and make a toe tap interception like that, but the Bears do, and it's going to be their ball at the 44-yard line of the Toros.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Dane. That was a great toe tap there by the defense. I thought that might have been out of bounds, but refs rule it inbounds, and the Bears offense regains possession. This Toros defense, I feel for them. They're having a rough, long night so far, so hopefully maybe halftime, maybe they can get another stop here. Toros are going to need a little halftime readjustment.
Handoff up the middle to Roberts.
Good
nice
run there.
gain on first down.
Yeah, that was a great run there. That offensive line for the Bears able to just push that Toros defensive line back and pick up a nice chunk of yards, 6 yards. 2nd and 4, 4 minutes left in this second quarter.
Veers in the shotgun. Roberts to his right. Takes the snap, looking to his left. Fires over the middle towards the sideline, complete to number 2, Jaden Baldwin.
Yeah, great play by Jaden Baldwin there. Just able to run a little curl route, get open. Quarterback finds him. Great play by Veers. So far, Veers has looked very good tonight. I haven't seen a lot of mistakes, and he's definitely commanding this offense like he should.
The North Texas commit has taken over so far. He's got a great supporting cast in Noah Roberts and Josh Gaines. Speaking of Josh Gaines, he's going to take this run up the left side. Tripped up, pushed out of bounds near the line of gain.
Great bounce there by Gaines. He broke off that first tackle. Looked a little Cam Scadaboo-esque, if anything. Like, got it. That's what you like to see as a coach. Your running back breaking that first tackle. That's what gets you offers right there.
Jaden Baldwin, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. Referees blowing whistles.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening. Maybe they're just letting a sub. Not quite sure what that whistle was about. Everyone looks a little confused, just waiting. Still not quite sure what's happening on the field. Everyone's kind of just standing. Oh. Still waiting on this call by the ref. Little unsure what's going on right now.
Offense and defense.
It looks like it's been figured out.
Both teams set up, getting ready. There were some issues with the clock there. Referees taking care of it. 2nd and 4 for the Bears. Veers looks to the left, got a man wide open. It's number 4, Cash Brock, who's wrapped up and taken down, but not until after he makes the catch for a first down.
Yeah, Cash Brock continuing on that good night he's having so far already, and continuing his performance from last week. So that's what you like to see if you're the Bears offense so far, looking very explosive.
Veers, handoff to Gaines. Gaines navigating traffic, but he's taken down.
Yeah, good defense there by the Toros, able to avoid giving up too many yards there. Gonna set up a 2nd and long here. And that Bears offensive line that's looked pretty dominant so far, not looking so dominant once again in the red zone. For some reason, they've struggled to make gaps in the middle in the red zone, but we'll see if they go back to the run here on this 2nd and 7.
Something the Bears have done well is be able to pick up these short 1st and goal situations. Veers surveying, fires to the back of the end zone, in and out of the hands of a receiver, and that pass is incomplete.
Looking for Barry Adams, the tight end. Unfortunately, unable to come up with the catch. It looked like he was pretty open, a little behind him, but I think Veers did that on purpose, trying to thread the needle, and unfortunately no touchdown there for the Bears, but good play still there nonetheless. And now 3rd and 7. We'll see what the Bears look to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if they look for Cash Brock, that
Veers
receiver.
in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle to Roberts. Roberts taken down by his legs after a short gain.
Once again, good run stop there by the Toros defense, not allowing very many yards and forcing a field goal here for the Bears. We'll see if they can tuck it in and go up 17-0 before half. 2 minutes left, coming up on the 2-minute warning.
Bears bringing the field goal unit out there. Kicker getting set, finding his mark. Snap, hold is clean, kick is good.
Great kick there by the kicker there. Able to knock it in, put that Bears offense up 17-0.
Mikey Barth, the kicker, would have had that one good from 40, it looked like. A skying kick puts the Bears up 17-0 with 1:45 remaining in the first half, as we see a full crowd here tonight at Mountain View High School cheering on the Toros.
Yeah, it's very packed up here. Not a lot of room to move around, not a lot of empty seats. But I'm honestly kind of surprised with how quiet it's been. Understandable down 17-0, but I think if the fans got into it a little bit more, it might give the Mountain View offense maybe a little bit more momentum. But we'll see if this Mountain View offense can maybe put a little bit more life into these fans and try to get a touchdown before we go into half, where they will hopefully be looking to make it a little bit more manageable.
Barth on to kick it away again. Toros back there to receive. Kick is up and away, and another kick into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Toros special teams unit has had no chance at any returns tonight.
Yeah, once again, just kicking it into the back of the end zone, not giving them any opportunity to make any big plays, and the Toros will regain the ball on the 20-yard line.
Zach Galaviz back there, along with Talon Arnett, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, we'll see if this Toros offense can put something together if this last 1:45 in the half. This is going to be a pretty monumental drive for them. Hands it off to the running back, who is blown up instantly. That's Steve Meadow, the running back for the Toros, unable to find any space and wrapped up quickly in the backfield by the Bears.
Bears defense has been stout so far in this one. Toros offense looking for anything at this point. Goodman brings a man in motion right up next to him. Rolls out to his right, got pressure. Sprinting, firing downfield, caught.
That is exactly what the Toros need.
Zach Galaviz with the catch there, moving the Toros offense and picking up a first down.
Huge play. They go to hurry up offense. Great play there by the quarterback. Goodman just able to move around in the backfield and find a guy wide open.
Goodman moving quickly here with this Toros offense, looking downfield again. Ball is batted down.
Wow, that was scary there. That was batted down by number 12 of the Bears, Mark Dewerson. Great defense there. I was a little scared that might be an interception, but breath of fresh air there for Goodman. Stops the clock. 1 minute left, 2nd and 10. We'll see if they can connect with another receiver on this play.
Goodman got trips down there at the bottom of the screen. Fakes the handoff, slips in the backfield, stays up, and taken down. That was 40 of the Bears there with the sack. Goodman trying to scramble and get out of the pocket, but unable to find anybody.
Yeah, that was Landon Wade there for the Bears defense. Able to bring down Goodman. and bring up a rough third down here for the Toros, who looked like they maybe found a little momentum on that first play, but now looking at third down, gonna have to make a big play here and try to get some points on the board before the end of this half, the first half.
Toros taking a timeout, stopping the clock. Let's talk a little bit about this first half so far. What have you seen for the positives on this Mountain View offense?
I think that they've done pretty good receiving wise as well. Their run game hasn't been bad, just unable to get some any big chunk plays, which has really hurt them, and just struggling to convert third downs. But overall, I think Goodman's done a pretty good job of moving around. Unfortunately, that mistake on that interception definitely hurt them a little bit, but the defense for the Toros has looked not bad. That stop there on that last drive was pretty monumental. Able to keep it a manageable game going into the half, and here we go. This is going to be a huge play here for the Toros offense.
Goodman directing traffic in the backfield. 3 receivers to the bottom of his screen. Flags flying. It's going to be encroachment by the defense. Bears D-line getting a little jumpy there.
Snap, encroachment, 50.
Yeah, once again, we see Goodman going back to the hard count, and he's looked pretty good on that hard count. That's, I believe, the second encroachment call he's been able to get this game. So the hard count seems to be working here tonight for the Toros.
From 3rd and 18 to 3rd and 13 now. Goodman goes for the hard count again. Not going to get anybody to jump there. Organizing with his offensive line, takes the snap. Play action, pass to the right side, caught by 0.
That's our net. That's been his #1 guy tonight, but unable to pick up the first down. Big 4th down here. We'll see if they get aggressive and try to go for it or just let it wind down to half, which looks like they might just let it wind down. Don't see a lot of hustle right now.
Toros looking to the sideline.
I'd love to see I don't know about you, Dan, but I'd love to see let it run down and just throw one just deep at the end just for the fun of it. See if you can get some miracle here.
Yep, there looks like they're going to try and do that as they let this one tick down. Under 10 seconds remaining. Goodman goes up there, snaps the ball. He's got pressure, trying to get out of the pocket, and he does. Looking downfield, ball is loose. Fumble on the field, recovered by the Bears defense. Number 10 of the Bears running along the sideline, and at the end of the first half, Bears defense comes up huge with a fumble 6.
Wow, that was a great play there by the Bears defense, able to sneak up behind Goodman, who was not expecting to get hit from behind, loses the ball, and that is about worst case for the Toros. That is just not what you like to see if you're a Toros fan. Very unfortunate. Great play there by the defense, able to scoop it up and just put one more on the board. Now looking to go up 24-0 before half.
So with no time remaining in the first half, Bears are going to line up to kick an extra point. On top right now, 23-0.
And the kick is up.
Kick is up, and it is good. 24-0 for the Bears heading into halftime.
Wow, that was really not what I expected there. I guess I was wrong, and maybe the coach for the Toros was wrong. Maybe it wasn't a great idea to go for one more play. I don't think you could ever predict that to happen. That is just so unlucky.
We're going to go ahead and throw it down now to our sideline correspondent, Devin. Devin, what do you got for us?
My name is Devin Blankenship for the Varsity Sports Show here at Mountain View High School. Basha leads 24-0 in a first half that was filled with turnovers on both sides of the ball. Both Basha and Mountain View creating turnovers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Little Toro halftime performance is brought to you by our incredible...
Thank you very much, Devin. And that's going to do it for the first half here at Mountain View High School. Toros down 24-0 to the Basha Bears. We're going to go ahead and send it to halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Under 20 minutes, we will be right back on the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi, I'm Carmen Liberto, and I'm an intern at Varsity Sports Show. And today, I'm going to show you a story about what water polo can mean to someone, even though it's not as popular in Arizona as just a state over like in California.
Water polo, it keeps people engaged and wanting more. What does it mean to some people? It means the world. Even when options are limited, dedicated players want to keep chasing the feeling it first gave them when it started.
So my name's Troy Symington, originally from San Clemente, California, and I've lived in Arizona now for the last 7 years. Anywhere I go, I always look up for Masters water polo and hope I can find a team that I can jump in with. So when I moved here, I started an internet search for Masters water polo and USA water polo to see who had Masters teams in the area. And
Troy Symington has been playing water polo since 1982. He is currently 57 years old and still loves to play.
Because when I get in and I play water polo, when I get out, I feel like I'm 18 again.
He drives all the way from Prescott, Arizona, just to come down to Scottsdale to play water polo.
Well, the thing that worried me most is that I wouldn't be able to find someplace to play. Thankfully, Scottsdale Water Polo has a great Masters Club here.
It's people like Troy Symington that show how dedicated water polo players are. To him, it doesn't matter that he spends 3 hours in the car if it means he gets to play the sport that he fell in love with years ago. Troy Symington is just one example as someone who will stop at nothing to play the sport he loves, no matter the drive, his age, or his popularity. He will continue playing the sport until the ball is ripped away from his hands. Reporting from Varsity Sports Show, I'm Carmen Liberto.
This is Anastasia Rostelli with the Varsity Sports Show here reporting on the WNBA playoffs.
First, history was made as the Golden State Valkyries became the first expansion team ever to reach the playoffs in their inaugural season. Whether or not their run continues, it's already a milestone that cements their place in league history. Meanwhile, Minnesota's Nafisa Collier has put together one of the greatest individual campaigns we've ever seen, a rare 50-40-90 shooting season while averaging over 20 points per game. That's efficiency and consistency at a level almost unheard of in pro basketball. Indiana's season, however, has been defined by injuries. Caitlin Clark is out with a season-ending groin injury after averaging more than 16 points and nearly 9 assists in just 13 games. She's joined on the sidelines by Sydney Colson, Aari McDonald, Sophie Cunningham, and Chloe Bibby, with Demetrius Dantas also missing time in concussion protocol. That's 6 players down, leaving stars like Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Natasha Howard to carry the load as the Fever fight through the playoffs. And off the court, Paige Beckers has officially been named the Rookie of the Year. The former UConn standout led Dallas with nearly 20 points a night, proving she's ready to become one of the faces of the league for years to come.
Looking ahead, the semifinals start on Sunday, where the WNBA stars are looking to add to an already historic season. This is Anastasia Rostelli with the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Riley Harmon reporting for Varsity Sports, and today we'll be talking about Aaron Judge and the history that he's currently making. Judge hit his 47th home run of the current 2025 MLB season last Friday at Fenway Park during a game where the Yankees won. This home run also put him in the 4th place of the Yankees all-time home run list, surpassing Joe DiMaggio, who previously held this title. Center fielder Joe DiMaggio had 361 career home runs during his time with the Yankees, and the next closest player to this record was his teammate at the time, Yogi Berra, who had 358 career home runs during his time on the Yankees. Aaron Judge currently has 363 home runs, surpassing both DiMaggio and Berra, and he's still going to be on a Yankees contract throughout the 2032 season. Lou Gehrig is currently taking the 3rd place spot on the Yankees franchise all-time home run list, just above Judge, with 493 career home runs. Judge went into this game with a .324 batting average, now at a .325, which is currently the highest batting average in the MLB. He also has 2 American League MVP awards and is set to win this season as well. On top of making history with the New York Yankees franchise all-time home run list, he's making MLB history as well. Barry Bonds is statistically one of the best players in MLB history who reached a 200 OPS plus in one season. The only other player who's been able to do this since Bonds' retirement was Aaron Judge, who has done it now 3 times. If Judge plays like this for the rest of his career, he has the potential to be one of the greatest right-handed batters of all time. He's already considered one of the best players, but with a little bit more time, he has the potential to be considered one of the greats of baseball. This is Riley Hartman reporting for Varsity Sports.
Last year, Arizona State Volleyball made program history. They were crowned conference champions for the first time after a stellar 30-3 regular season record. The Sun Devils punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament, advancing to the second round with a win over New Hampshire, before their run ultimately ended against 6th-ranked Texas A&M. Fast forward to this year, and the Sun Devils are already showing that same fire. Off to a 6-2 start, they've faced tough tests and earned statement wins, the biggest knocking off defending national champion Penn State in 4 sets. Just days later, though, they did fall to number 9 ranked Pitt and lost their first game of the regular season. But despite that fire, this year's squad looks very different. The Sun Devils lost several key pieces from their championship roster, including outside hitter Jelly Sear, middle blocker Savannah Colhe, and libero Mary Schroll, all of whom graduated last season. Head coach JJ Van Niel knew this reality, but he had his team prepared for the new season well before the first game was underway.
Most people probably know 100% of our starting lineup graduated, which I've never experienced in my years of college volleyball. So I think it's a fun new challenge, figuring out the right systems for the kids, and then watching some people really flourish and step up. So it's been really fun.
After a crushing loss to number 2 Texas, the Devils are looking to keep their winning ways and find themselves as Big 12 champions yet again at the end of this season. For Varsity Sports Show, Andrew Neeram reporting.
Hello folks, J.R. Lambright here. Coming to you from a place where the love for a community can run as deep as the taproots. We come upon the story of a coach whose legacy was not measured in wins, but in the lives he touched. We remember David Burt. His career was a family affair. His parents, Billy and Sammy Burt, were lifelong educators who dedicated decades of service to the district, and his daughter, Aiden, continued that tradition herself. This was a legacy of service, built on a simple philosophy he shared in a final message to his students. Whether I showed it to you or told you, I loved you all. That love was a powerful thing. After an unfathomable family tragedy, David gave back to the community he served, creating the Aiden Rose Foundation. The foundation carries on the work of supporting students and will award scholarships in honor of both David and his daughter. Further, the town of Jasper also honored his family's commitment, naming a new strength and conditioning facility in their honor. Thus, we have a legacy richer than any championship.
In a game built on power, speed, and precision, sometimes real change doesn't come with noise, it comes with courage. And in 2015, that courage showed up in Arizona. That's when Dr. Jen Welter stepped onto the field and into the history books as the first female coach in the NFL. The Arizona Cardinals gave her a shot no woman had ever been given, a role on the coaching staff during training camp and preseason. She didn't ask for permission, she earned respect with knowledge, toughness, and leadership that just couldn't be denied. Dr. Welter shattered more than just glass ceilings. She opened doors for women in sports and beyond. Because of her bold step in Arizona, women across the country are stepping onto the field as leaders, coaches, and decision makers. In 2020, Dr. Welter hit another milestone, this time in the digital world, becoming the first woman coach ever featured in Madden NFL 20 in Superstar KO mode. Dr. Jen Welter, the first, but not the last. Courage started right here in Arizona. This is Latoya Lucas with Varsity Sports Show.
Hi, I'm Adam Maggard reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Tonight we're going to take a look at Devin Dampier, a local high school star who's making waves in college football. At Saguaro High School, Dampier was a dynamic dual-threat quarterback and a true leader on the field. In 2021, his junior year, he guided the SaberCats to a state championship, showcasing his ability to win on the biggest stage. He followed that up his senior season by throwing for over 2,400 yards and rushing for nearly 1,300, cementing himself as one of the state's top playmakers. His talent and leadership put Saguaro football back in the spotlight and set the foundation for his college career. At the University of New Mexico, Dampier wasted no time making an impact. He quickly became one of the Mountain West's most exciting quarterbacks, breaking the Lobos' single-season total offense record that had stood since 1994. With nearly 4,000 yards of offense, he proved that he could carry an offense through both the air and the ground, showing flashes of the star he was becoming. Now, at the University of Utah, Dampier has carried that momentum into the Big 12. In just 3 games, he's thrown for over 600 yards with 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, while adding nearly 200 rushing yards and a score. His accuracy, composure, and mobility have already earned him Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week honors, and his leadership has the Utes looking like legitimate contenders this season. From Saguaro to Utah, Devon Dampier is proving that Arizona high school football can produce stars on a national stage. I'm Adam Maggard, reporting for Varsity Sports.
This is Manav Gupta from Houston with the Varsity Sports Show. In today's halftime report, I'll be spotlighting the marquee high school football matchup in the area. As we know, Texas and specifically Houston are a powerhouse for Friday Night Lights. This Friday at 7 p.m. Central, we got the 6th ranked team in Houston and the 30th ranked team in Texas, according to Max Prep. The undefeated Woodlands Highlanders going on the road to take on number 16 team in Houston in the Willis Wildcats, who are 2-1. This is going to be a high-scoring conference affair, as Woodlands have put up an average of 34 points per game compared to 34.7 for Willis. The Willis Wildcats average close to 400 yards per game, led by their freshman quarterback, Lincoln Frazier, who put up 400 yards and 5 touchdowns in their win last week. Meanwhile, the Woodlands Highlanders averaged well over 400 yards themselves in their last game, a 45-14 win. Senior quarterback Jack Dalton had 200 yards and a touchdown on 60% completion, but the standout was senior running back Cody Jordan, who had 169 yards on only 10 attempts with 2 touchdowns. While Willis is more of an airing it out team, Woodlands is more of a balanced attack, so it should be fun to see these contrasting offensive styles. This is the first head-to-head matchup of these two strong programs in Houston. Let's see who comes out on top in this offensive clash, as the Woodlands looks to stay on top on the road in their district standings.
Are you interested in becoming a Varsity Sports Show intern? Not only are we looking for sports journalists and broadcasters, we are also recruiting for technical directors and other production positions behind the scenes. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, technical directors are the core of game day crews, leading our cameramen and on-air commentators during our games. Our directors are the link between you and the action on the field. Directors are the unsung heroes of our industry. Without them, who will see the dramatic action or hear the epic calls of the commentators?
Against Gutierrez once again, just going for the goal!
Or even witness history. Visit varsitysportshow.com for more information, and I hope to see you in the next generation of sports journalism.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
going the extra mile like he does. I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately was the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer here with my friend Adam Maggard. Toros behind heading into the second half here. What do we need to see from this Toros team to get themselves back on top and make a comeback against the Basha Bears?
Yeah, Dan, I'd love to see the Toros come back here. That would be electric, and I know everyone here as well would love to see that. I think for the Toros, the key is just going to be like finishing out drives. So far, they've started out drives pretty solid and just unable to keep the momentum going throughout the drive. So for the offense, they need to figure out a few minor adjustments, and Goodman needs to keep doing his thing, lead the offense, be the quarterback that we know he is. And for the defense for Mountain View, just continue with the run stop. We've seen them give up a few big chunk yardages, but they've done a pretty good job overall with runs up the middle. It's just that outside coverage by the Toros needs to be just a slight bit better. Hoping that they've made some adjustments here at half. And I don't know, Dane, do you see anything else that you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the high-pace offense has been working really well.
I agree.
For the Toros, I think they have to be able to keep that pace up, avoid the penalties, and try to keep it nice and clean on offense. Defensively, there's not a ton you can really do. Basha has a ton of playmakers who are going to consistently make plays throughout the whole game. So you just have to be able to stay on top of them, try to limit them. They've done an all right job of that so far. Obviously, the unfortunate scoop and score by Basha at the end of the half there sets them up pretty far behind here to go into the second half. But outside of that, there really hasn't been a ton that they've done a bad job at. They've done an all right job containing runs. They've done an okay job to holding passes to short gains. They've forced the Bears to put together long drives. Let's not forget, the Basha Bears have converted, I think, 4 fourth down conversions here. So the Toros have had them on fourth down 4 different times, and the majority of them coming inside the red zone around the 10-yard line, which the Bears have been extremely lucky with where their first downs have ended up in the red zone. They've been just outside of that 10-yard line or just inside of that 15. So when they go and make a drive and make a push for the end zone, they have an ability to reset those downs. They can pick up a first down on the 3-yard line and reset the downs, which just makes it a whole nother challenge for the Bears, or for, the Toros, because they've got to deal with a constantly revolving and refreshing set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Dane. I think as you alluded to, I think the Toros offense, we've seen the most success when they move quickly. I think maybe going to a little bit more no huddle this second half might be pretty beneficial for them. Just trying to get the Bears defense a little uncomfortable, keep them on their toes. And as you alluded to, I think the defense has done a pretty solid job. I think the only thing is, as you said, just they've had a lot of fourth downs. They need to get a few more stops, but hopefully the Toros offense can help them out a little bit this half. The defense did spend a lot of time on the field last half, so just giving the defense a little break. I know halftime was probably huge for them. They're probably feeling a little better. We'll see if they can come up with some good stops, see if the Toros offense can get rolling, and we'll see if Toros can put themselves back into the game.
Absolutely. They're going to have to do a good job and slow down quarterback for the Bears, Brody Veers. He's had an impressive game today, made a couple nice throws, done a good job on the ground. Brady Goodman, number 5, the quarterback for the Toros, so far himself has had an all right day. He has the unfortunate fumble there to end the half, but outside of that, he's done a good job picking up yards where he can when he's scrambling, getting out of the pocket, avoiding the rush. But it's tough. This Bears defense has a ton of athletes. Offensively, they have a ton of athletes. They have guys who are just going to make plays. And there's not a ton you can do except limit the damage that those plays do. And I think the Toros have done a pretty good job of that tonight.
Yeah, I think so too, Dan. As you alluded to, I think that Goodman's had a pretty decent night. He's looked very calm and poised under pressure, able to move around and get out of some sticky situations, but just a few little mistakes ended up hurting them kind of a lot, unfortunately. And as you said, Veers, he's looked very confident as well, making good plays, looked like a real leader for that Bears offense, and we'll see if the Toros can maybe get a little something rolling with Goodman and Arnett. They've looked good so far in the first half, so we'll see if they can maybe get one in the end zone here. 10 seconds until we start this second half. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, maybe a comeback in the works.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about this Toros defense a little bit more. 7 points on the board coming from the Bears defense themselves. Not much that they can do there. Rain Curiel has been an absolute force over the middle of the field. We saw him laying the big hit to actually stop an attempted fourth down conversion by the Bears, one of the very few that they haven't been able to convert tonight. And on those conversions have been really short gains. It's been really short 4th and 2, 4th and 3, 4th and 1. And then the Bears get held to 2 yards or to 4 yards. So they're just barely picking up those fourth downs. Rain Curiel, that middle linebacker, has had a huge impact over receivers trying to get over the middle of the field, runs toward the middle of the field. We talked about that, about how the Bears have done a lot of damage, rushing off the edge into that C gap, off tackle, and finding cuts that way. Over the middle of the field, Curiel has dominated, has not let anything get in there untouched. Everything that goes through there, he has had a hand on or laid a hit on or made something happen. So Barth, the kicker for the Bears, getting ready to send this one away and get the second half started. Toros back to receive.
Yeah, back again, once again. Talon Arnett and Zachary Galaviz ready to receive. We'll see if they are able to return this one or if it goes through the back of the end zone, and that's exactly what it's going to do.
Back into the end zone once again. Barth has been going to work tonight.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Good kicking performance. I've definitely seen worse, and he's looked pretty money. No questionable kicks so far, and able to once again boot it to the back of the end zone and not allow the Toros to have any chance to return it. So the Toros offense, this is going to be a huge drive here for them. They get to start with the ball. If they can get a touchdown on the board, it might be enough to deflate the Bears offense a little bit.
Goodman standing back in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Handoff, jet sweep, going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Arnett trying to find the edge, but he can't.
Yeah, I like the idea, but once again, the Bears defense able to swarm swarm the offensive line, able to get penetration and tackle Arnett in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Now looking at 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 here for Goodman and the Toros. Goodman takes the snap, looks to his left, got a man, Arnett again, making a couple miss. Arnett, a true playmaker there, out of the slot. And it's going to be enough for a Toros first down.
There we go. That's what the Toros needed. Move the chains, as I alluded to before the start of the half. Getting Arnett involved is going to be key. He looks electric out there, just able to find motion. Goodman rolls to his right, finds his man. That's number 14. That is going to be Sean Mangafir. The first time I believe we've seen him tonight. And good play there, able to stay in bounds, pick up a nice chunk of yards, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, a nice throw there from Goodman, able to put it on a rope.
That's the Goodman we've been expecting.
The Utah State commit.
Oh, huge hit there by number 9 of the Bears. That's Caleb Garcia, able to swarm to the ball and take down Galaviz with a pretty hard hit. Definitely sent a message there. But so far, the Toros have looked pretty good this drive, able to pick up yards and setting themselves up for an easier 3rd down here, 3rd and 4, Dan.
3rd and 4 for the Toros. Goodman moving him around in the backfield, takes the shotgun snap, drops back, got pressure, looking deep. Pass is going to be overthrown. Toros looking for a flag. It doesn't look like they're going to get one. Pass intended for number 6, Teo Weeks.
Yeah, it looked like Teo Weeks may have just slowed down a little bit there. Looking for maybe a holding call, didn't get it. Now looking at 4th and 4, I think this is absolutely the right call for the Toros, going for it here.
Toros keeping the offense out there. Trying to go for it.
Yeah, a little hard count there. I love that.
Goodman moves under center. The push is...
Yeah, I don't know if I love that play call there. 4th down and 4, trying to go with the quarterback sneak. Picks up a good chunk of yards, but I don't think it was enough for the first down.
It is not going to be enough for a Toros first down. Referees are going to take some time themselves to sort this out. It's going to be very close, depending on where they spot this ball. It didn't initially look like Goodman got that far, but I think he did. He had a nice push from those linemen.
Yeah, that was a good push there by the lineman, able to propel him a few yards there. Unfortunately for the Bears, a man down, that's number 44, but he is up quickly, and that is a good sign for the Bears. And first down, it looks like
it is going to be a first down for the Bears. Toros defense getting out there to get ready. Rain Curiel leading the defensive squad. Number 7, Preston Patterson to his left, roaming the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Brody Veers in shotgun with Noah Roberts to his right. Tight formation here from the Bears. Veers drops back, looks to Roberts, throws it on line. He's got him. Roberts able to get up and out of bounds after a nice gain. Quick throw and catch from the Bears on first down.
Yeah, picks up about 5 yards on the play. Great little play. Get a little rhythm going for the Bears. Pick up a few yards. Nice easy screen pass there to Roberts, and now they bring in their second running back, this time Gaines.
Veers looking out to his left. Long screen pass going to be complete to number 2. That's Jaden Baldwin.
Yeah, good little play there by the Bears. Set up a nice and easy 3rd and 2. We'll see if this Toros offense can stop him here. I think, as you've alluded to before the start of the second half, this is going to be like what makes or breaks the game for the Toros. If they can stop these 3rd downs, these short.
Veers on 3rd down, hands it off up the middle. Gaines is met by a group of Toros defensive linemen.
Yeah,
and he's got nowhere to go.
Great penetration there by the Toros, and that's exactly what they needed. Able to get penetration. That's number 13, Parker Foster, penetrating through, able to stop Gaines early in the run and not allow him to pick up any yards on the play. 4th and 3, and this is where the Toros make a
4th
statement.
and 3 for the Bears. Veers setting up, shotgun, drops back. He's got pressure early. Sidearm sling is going to fall incomplete. It's going to be Toros' ball after a turnover on downs. The Toros defense with a nice stand there to get the ball back into their offense's hands.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Toros needed there. Able to get early pressure by both their edge rushers. Force the quarterback Veers there to kind of take an errant throw, a little under pressure. He had a man, but just a little outside his body, misses him, and that's exactly what the Toros needed. Little momentum there, huge stop, and that's exactly what we talked about. That's what they need, those stops on those short downs.
So the Toros defense stepping up here late in this third quarter, 8 minutes remaining. The handoff to number 1, Zach Galavez, cuts it back up.
It was actually a good
sneak
there by Goodman. He tricked both of us. Keeps it up the middle, picks up a nice chunk of yards there, going to set up a nice and easy second down. So far, the Toros offense has looked pretty solid. We'll see if they can keep it rolling.
Here comes Goodman, rolling out to his right, got pressure behind him, pressure in his face. Overthrows the receiver, number 6, Teo Weeks.
Yeah, just kind of forced to get that ball out there. Pressure was coming, and I think he just kind of threw it out of bounds there just to avoid the sack, and I think that was the safe play there for the Toros.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in Goodman's face there. He had a man chasing him down from behind, able to get that ball away.
And now this is where you look for a guy like Arnett, maybe a screen pass here.
So brings up 3rd and short, number 8, Cody Bodley in the backfield. Goodman rolls out to his left, pass incomplete, intended for the man himself, Arnett.
Yeah, looking for Arnett. Great coverage there by the Bears defense, able to stifle the route and force Goodman to just chuck one in there that had little to no chance, unfortunately. And it looks like they may be going for it. We'll see if they go to the hard count. They've been liking the hard count. So
Toros out there on 4th down. Goodman given the hard count. Looking back to the sideline now. 4th and short. Another attempted 4th down conversion here from the Toros. Signals being given by head coach Andy Litton.
I love the aggression so far for the Toros.
Drops back into shotgun. Goodman claps, takes the snap. Looking over the sideline.
Wow, huge
pass
catch.
Is caught by number 1, Zachary Galaviz. Another one of the playmakers for this Toros offense comes up big and picks up a Toros 1st down.
Wow, that was a great play there by Galaviz, able to make the tight contested catch, move the chains there on 4th down, and the Toros offense stays on the field.
Goodman takes the snap, firing quickly to 0.
That's
Arnett once again.
Yep, Arnett once again making a big factor so far for the Toros tonight.
Take another look at that catch by Galaviz. Goodman got it away quickly towards the sideline, and just a great grab there by one of the playmakers. We got a flag down on the field.
Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Toros.
1st down.
Unfortunate mistake there for an offense that was rolling, but we'll see how they can respond to that. So far, the passing game's looked pretty good for them. We'll see if Goodman can stay poised despite the little mistake there and pick up the 1st down here.
Makes the 2nd down a little bit longer here for the Toros.
Still nothing not manageable.
Coy Bodley in the backfield. Motions him up right next to Goodman. Goodman drops back, got pressure early, looking to the left. Maybe some miscommunication there on the play as that ball sails incomplete. But there is a flag down on the play.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a miscommunication here, but we'll wait this call from the ref.
First, the passer, number 35, defense. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
By the defense there for the Bears, that's Caleb Jordan getting called for roughing the passer, and that's a huge play there for the Toros. Able to move the chains there on a little bit of a miscommunication. It looks like Arnett maybe ran an out route, but it looked like Goodman expected him to run a go. So see if they can get it back on page this play here.
Goodman got dual receivers out on each side. Brings Bodily up to his left.
A little bit of a hard count once again.
Trying to get this Bears defense to jump. Pick up yards however you can. Goodman drops back, got pressure coming. There he goes, and almost connects on, like we talked about, the go route as a flag flies in late.
Yeah, Arnett just not quite able to bring in that catch, but I like the play call there. I thought that was a good play. Almost had his man, just a tough catch and unable to bring it down.
So looks like similar play, and that flag is going to be waved off by the referees.
Yeah, the flag's picked up there.
2nd and 10 now for the Toros. Goodman getting set up. Similar look to last play. Dual receivers, Bodily right behind him. This time he comes up to the right. Goodman, snap is clean. Handoff to Bodily up the middle. He's got a seam. Taken down on what could have been an even bigger gain, number 24 for the Bears.
Yeah,
defensively able to save what would have been a huge play. Taylon Patterson on the tackle for the Bears. Goodman getting set up again. 3 receivers up there at the top of your screen. Motions Bodily out again. Goodman takes the snap. Looks over the middle. Caught by Arnett. Arnett making a man miss. Making another one miss. Still on his feet. Inside the 10-yard line for a Toros first down.
Yeah, great adjustment there by Arnett. That was not an easy catch. Able to go on the outside of his body, make a quick adjustment, get the catch, and then make a few defenders miss there. That was a huge play there.
So as you see in the replay, Arnett able to stretch out there and grab that throw and pick up big yardage. One of the best drives of the game so far for the Toros. They look to cash in from inside the 10. Goodman drops back, looking to the left. Pass over the middle is incomplete.
Just barely dropped there. It looked like he was targeting
Intended for Arnett once again.
Yeah, unfortunate drop there, but still 2nd down. Nothing too bad. Just gotta be a little better next time, but it was a tough catch, so can't blame the man.
This passing attack, this drive from the Toros has been great. Goodman been finding his playmakers on almost every throw.
Yeah, the Toros offenses look good. Let's see if they can put one in.
Goodman drops back, looking to his right, towards the pylon. Ball is going to be caught, but there's a flag down on the play right near the goal line.
Great catch there by the defender. We'll see what this flag is, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be against the defense here.
So it looks like they're going to...
This could be huge for the Toros.
If that ball is ruled a catch, it's going to be spotted so close to the end zone, almost inside the 1.
The result of the play is a completed pass at the 1. We have pass interference, defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 3rd down.
Yeah. So 3rd down and goal now after a nice catch and throw there to Galaviz is going to set Goodman and this Toros offense up, knocking on the door, trying to make it happen here on 3rd and goal. Goodman under center. Tries to take it himself, and he's going to get shoved in for a Toros touchdown.
Little extracurricular there after the play. Shoved down to the ground. Goodman, but able to push that one in, and that's exactly what the Toros offense needed. Little momentum here. The fans are riled up, and that's exactly what they needed. Put everyone back in the game. I'm sure the defense is hyped up. Got a little break here, and now the defense once again going out, hoping for a good stop like last drive, but we're awaiting this extra point here.
Yeah, the extra point coming up for number 15, John Girard. Looking to add one more on to the Toros score, and he does. 7-24 here on the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer, here with Adam Maggard. We're going to throw it down to our sideline correspondent, Devin. Devin, what do you got for us?
After a huge stop on 4th down, Mountain View takes it all the way down the field, scores a touchdown. Number 5 quarterback rushing it in.
Thank you very much, Devin. Absolutely, we see the Toros finally get on the board here in the 3rd quarter, looking to make a comeback here at home in front of a packed house. Packed student section, looks like it's construction night. in the student section. A lot of high vis and hard hats going on over here at Jesse Parker Field in the student section.
Yeah, definitely a blue collar look tonight. Love to see it. Football's definitely a rough and tough blue collar sport, so fans showed up ready to support their team. Very packed student section, and I'm sure they're a little hyped up after that touchdown there.
Noah Roberts and Jaden Baldwin back to receive Girard's kick. This one is up, and it's going to soar through the back of the end zone. Both kickers tonight have been spotless, absolutely perfect on kickoffs, sending every single one that they've had into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah,
and the Bears are going to set up at their own 20.
We've seen some good kicks tonight. Both kickers look good. Both kickers have made it when it matters and have not even given either special teams the opportunity to return the ball. So good play by both teams so far, and we'll see what this Bears offense has in store and what this Toros defense has as an answer.
Bears offense setting up at the 20, 1st and 10. Offense has been off the field for a long time. A very methodical drive from the Toros. Handoff up the middle to Gaines. Gaines busting it through the middle of the field. Finally taken down in the secondary, but not until after he makes a huge gain on that cut straight up the gut of the Toros defense.
Yeah, Gaines really showing off that speed there. We've seen a bunch of big plays by him tonight. Finds that gap up the middle and just uses his speed to pick up a nice chunk of yards.
Bears going quickly. They got 4 wide out there at the top of your screen. Pass complete. Knocked out of bounds.
Right around the line of gain.
Complete to number 6, Noah Roberts. The speedster out there. We've seen him come in at running back. We've seen him go out there at slot.
Yeah, a little bit of a two-headed monster for the Bears. Able to cycle between running backs and get some good plays. We'll see if this Toros defense can maybe put a stop together here.
Looks like we got a little bit of a lizard cam going on here, focused on this student section. Wish we could have shared that with you. Veers drops back over the middle of the field. Pass complete, tipped in the air. Intercepted by number 4, the Toros. Oh my goodness. A monster hit laid across the middle of the field. Ball goes up in the air. Number 4, Cash Skousen says, I'll take that, don't mind if I do. And turns the ball over, gets it back into the hands of this Mountain View offense.
Wow, that's exactly what the Toros need. A complete flip from what we saw in the first half. A lot of momentum now. The Toros are gaining. And we're actually going to go down to our sideline reporter to get a word on what we just saw on the play.
Huge momentum shift here in the third quarter. Cash Skousen with a massive interception, giving the Toros the ball back.
Thank you, Devin. Yeah, Toros getting the ball back here in a spectacular way. I'm sure, Adam, you can feel it as well. The momentum shift right now at Jesse Parker Field on the Varsity Sports Show has been huge. Toros chomping at the bit here to get back out there on offense, see what they can put together.
Yeah, Dane, this swing has been absolutely electric. I got a little worried there after that big pickup by Gaines, but the Toros offense came back, Toros defense responded well. Big hit there on that tight end, number 15, Barry Adams. Ball pops out. Great heads-up play by the defense. Gets the interception, and now the Toros regains it.
Goodman rolls out to his left. Looking towards our net. It's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage there by the Bears. Let's go ahead and take another look at that interception by the Toros. Here's the replay. As you can see, Veer steps up, big hit delivered. And number 4, Cash Skousen says, don't mind if I do. What a play there.
Yeah, great heads-up play. Able to recognize the ball got tipped up in the air and just completes the tip drill. Able to locate the ball, bring it down, and huge, huge swing.
3 receivers at the bottom of the screen here for Goodman in shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to his left, complete to number 1, Zachary Galaviz. The quick drop back and throw.
Once again, Galaviz making an impact. Galaviz and Arnett have seemed to be the X factors for this Toros offense. And in the second half, coming up big So we'll see if they can keep this drive going. 3rd and 3, a big down, nice and short, easy down.
3rd and 3, Toros. Goodman hands it off instead of keeping it. Little to no gain there by Bodley.
Looked like he was wrapped up by number 35, Caleb Jordan, able to get behind the running back and bring him down for a short gain, bringing up the 4th down and 2. Here we go.
Gain of 1 yard, 4th and 2 here. Goodman gets under center, trying to draw him off sides. Looking over to his head coach, Coach Litton.
Yeah, I love that tempo. Just trying to get him a little antsy.
Back under center, Goodman. Handoff up the middle, Bodley. Stopped quickly. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like he's going to be short of the line to gain. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Toros offense.
Yeah, good stand there by the Bears. Able to stop him there on 4th down after giving up a few yards to start the drive. The Toros defense back on the field, but they should be still pretty well rested. They only were out there for a few snaps last play. See if they can come up big once again. The offense really needs it.
Yeah, Toros defense.
They've looked stout.
Have looked stout. They're going to have to lead this Toros team to a victory, it looks like. Got trips left over there for Veers. Veers keeps it himself, fakes the handoff, making a couple miss. Veers got legs, slides down around the 30-yard line for a Bears 1st down.
Yeah, great move there by Veers. Looked like he was going to get wrapped up in the backfield, able to make a little cut and just cut up for a nice chunk yard play there. Move the chains. 1st down and 10. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. This is going to be a pretty monumental drive here for the Toros. If they can get a stop, that would be pretty huge.
So 1st down from the 32 for the Bears. Veers looking, finds his man, complete to number 2. Jaden Baldwin taken down, quickly pushed backwards.
Looks like
by number 20 of the Toros, Tristan Willis, with a flag down on the play.
Yeah, as we await this call. That's absolutely enormous for the Toros defense. A little hold there by the offense, and that's going to hurt the Bears a little bit, bring them back a few yards. Looking at I believe a 1st and 10, or 1st and 20, sorry.
1st and very long for the Bears. Toros looking to make another stop here. Get that ball back into the offense's hands. See if they can finally get down.
Yeah,
put another score on the board. Veers in shotgun. Handoff to number 2, Jaden Baldwin, looking for an edge. He finds one and gets it back up to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Baldwin. Recognized there wasn't much room up on the close edge. Bounces it out a little bit and picks up roughly 10 yards on the play, actually 11. So setting up a 2nd and 9. The Toros very much need a stop here because they keep getting themselves into short 3rd down positions. A long 3rd down would be hard.
Noah Roberts in there. He's going to take the carry himself. He's running backwards a little bit, looking for an edge. Met by that Toros defense.
Yeah, great swarm there by the Toros. That's exactly what I was talking about. Gonna keep it, push them to a 3rd and 10 now. And this is what the Toros defense needs to do. Don't give them any close, short gain opportunities. It's got to be these long ones, and that's exactly what they did. Able to stop the man quickly and bring up a long 3rd down here.
Mountain View doing a good job of forcing the Bears offense to move east and west instead of north-south. Veers in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to his right. Fires. Got a man around the sideline, but he's taken down quickly, and it's not going to be nearly enough for a Bears 1st down.
Yeah, not even close. The Toros able to swarm him on that short pass, and once again, going back to the Lizard.
Lizard Cam seems to be the good luck charm for the Toros so far.
Yeah, it seems to be the good luck charm. Toros, big stand there. And now
Bears are going to keep the offense on the field. Veers going back out there. Lined up in the shotgun. Got Roberts next to him. sending Baldwin in motion. Takes the snap, rolls out to his left, but flags come flying in.
Yeah, it looks like
Start.
ball start on the
Penalty.
Bears.
Down.
That's going to hurt them pretty bad. We'll see if they decide to keep the offense out or maybe they bring out the punt team here.
Bears offense going backwards with the penalties. Been a long, really one set of downs here for them.
Yeah.
After the first down off the big run from Brody Veers.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few mistakes for the Bears offense and defense so far in the second half. And that's exactly what the Toros need, little momentum.
Veers sends Baldwin in motion once again, drops back, rolls to his left, looking deep, looking towards the first down marker, and it's going to be incomplete. Another turnover on downs forced by the Mountain View defense.
Yeah, good coverage there by Cannon Rabin. Able to keep it tight on the receiver there, not allow him to even have a chance at that ball, and the Toros once again regain possession.
Toros offense marching back out onto the field. Coach Andy Litton standing on the sideline, trying to coach him up, trying to tell him, got to go right now, got to make something happen with just under 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Mountain View High School down 7-24 to the Basha Bears here on the Varsity Sports Show. Goodman drops back, looking over the middle. It's overthrown, nearly intercepted.
Wow, that was quite scary there. Nearly intercepted by the Bears defense, but a little breath of fresh air there for Goodman. Drive continues, 2nd and 10. Still a lot of time to work with. But as this third quarter rolls down to an end, the Toros are definitely going to want to try to get this ball in the end zone this drive.
Goodman looks to his right, fires quickly, caught by Arnett, makes one miss, still on his feet, breaking tackles, reaching out, and picking up some more yards after picking up the first down.
Yeah, Arnett, very gritty, able to shed the first tackle once again, and able to pick up that first down. I love that play there. Just recognizes the zone coverage, finds a hole, and just gets the ball into him.
Clock ticking down for the Toros. Goodman takes the shotgun snap, looking to his right, firing deep. He's got to manage just out of reach.
Yeah,
intended for number 1, Zachary Galaviz.
Yeah, just slightly overthrown there. I like what I saw, though. I like the idea. And unfortunately, just not able to convert there. But once again, 2nd down. Very manageable. Just pick up a few yards here and keep some pressure on this Bears defense.
Toros on 2nd down, looking to get back on schedule. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Goodman sends a man in motion. It's Arnett. Arnett coming back. Fake the jet sweep over the middle. He's got a man wide open. Number 2, Steve Meadow, one of his first catches of the day, makes another man miss and finally tracked down around the 15.
Yeah, great recognition there by Goodman. Finds Meadow wide open, just running down the field. Meadow just explodes, uses his speed, picks up a huge chunk of yards there. And that's exactly what the Toros need as we hit the end of the third quarter.
Let's take another look here on the Varsity Sports Show with this replay. Great job with the design on this play, faking that end around. We've seen him do it a couple times. And Meadow able to haul that one in and pick up some nice yards after the catch before being chased down. So with that, at the end of the third quarter, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Don't go anywhere. Mountain View High School charging back here at Jesse Parker Field on the Varsity Sports Show.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. Quickly, Goodman tosses out to the left. Meadow taken down by the shoelaces.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking to get Meadow a little bit more involved here, but unfortunately the Bears defense able to swarm to him quickly on that quick snap there by the Toros. I love when they push the pressure on this Bears defense. It seems to be working out for them.
So Goodman set up in the shotgun again, got Meadow behind him, brings him up to his right. Goodman, quick throw, tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he was going for Arnett once again. We've seen them connect on that quick two-step drop and throw.
Yeah, great heads-up play by that defensive line, able to recognize the ball was thrown low, getting their hands up, able to deflect the ball and not allow any completion there, bringing up a tough 3rd and 11 here for the Toros.
3rd and 11 here inside the red zone for the Toros. First down is convertible as a timeout is going to be taken by the Bears. So I want to take a second and talk about that big play that we saw, the pass to Steve Meadow from Brady Goodman. That was great design. We've seen it a handful of times tonight. That little end around play to number 0, Talon Arnett. He comes in motion, he gets to the end of those linemen, and then he turns back around and takes the handoff and tries to find an edge, going the other way, the same way that he motioned in from. Some really nice design there. They play action out of that. Steve Meadow comes out of the backfield from the running back position and just runs a straight up Texas go route out of the backfield. Goodman finds him, puts it right on his numbers, and picks up a huge chunky yards that have set the Toros up nicely here inside the red zone.
Yeah, I thought the Toros play calling's been pretty good tonight. Able to find some holes, find some mistakes on the defensive end, and capitalize on them. Now, tough 3rd and 11. We'll see what they go to here.
3rd and 11 from the 20. Goodman back out there in the shotgun, brings his running back up to his right. Goodman drops back, stepping up in the pocket, rolling out to his right, firing towards the end zone. He's got a man. Arnett once again in the end zone.
Yeah, once again, Arnett, an X factor, and that's a huge touchdown there. Goodman nearly sacked, bounces out of the pocket, rolls right, finds his man Arnett wide open in the end zone, and that's exactly what the Toros needed.
Brady Goodman with some beautiful pocket awareness there, moves up to the right, rolls out, and the connection he's had all night with his wide receiver Talon Arnett finally pays off as they cash in for 6. We'll see if they can make it 7 here with Girard's extra point attempt. It's going to be blocked at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, unfortunately that ball didn't quite get up quick enough, and the Bears defense able to get a hand up, block the kick. So looking at a 13-24 game at the start of the 4th quarter.
Looks like Goodman almost decided to run it there on the replay. Looked up, saw his man wide open, and said, you know what? I think I'll throw this one instead.
Yeah, I love that recognition there by Goodman, really proving that he is the man that we know he is. Top-ranked quarterback in the state of Arizona, able to make a quick decision, find his man instead of using his legs, unselfish, and ends up paying off. The fans here getting back into the game, and that's what you love to see.
The Mountain View band and student section getting riled up here. So what has really been a pretty perfect night for kickers on both sides is finally met with a little bit of a blemish. The extra point gets blocked there. Those defensive linemen, that special teams unit for the Bears, able to get up, get a hand on the ball, and deflect it.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do if you're on that defensive line, special teams line for the Bears, able to not allow the game to get into a 10-point game, but still 2-score game, nothing unmanageable for the Toros. We'll see how the defense responds here.
So Girard's going to send this one away, and it goes once again into the end zone for another touchback tonight from a kicker on a kickoff.
Yeah, everyone, the kickers have been sure not to allow any returns tonight. And once again, that's what he does. Kicks it in the back of the end zone, and the Bears will take the ball out on their own 20-yard line. This is going to be a huge drive for the Bears as they try to ice the game. But for the Toros, a defensive stop here could really change things, Dane.
A defensive stop would be very impactful for the Toros' chance at winning this game. 11 minutes, 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter on the Varsity Sports Show. My name's Dane Palmer with Adam Maggard. Toros getting set up on defense here. Veers hands the ball off to Gaines. Gaines, a powerful run.
Yeah, Gaines just goes straight up the middle, carries a few defenders with him, and picks up a huge chunk of yards, able to pick up the first down. So that's a good start for the Bears offense.
Bears offense rolling early. One play, one first down.
Yeah,
that time ticks away.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. We'll see if the Toros defense can maybe do a little better on this play.
Got hard hats flying all over the place in the student section here. Veers gets set up, takes the shotgun snap. Got good protection going deep. Got a man along the sidelines. Incomplete.
Wow.
Going for number 4, Cash Brock. Broken up by number 4, Cash Skousen of the Toros.
Yeah, a lot of cash involved in that play. But, yeah, that was a huge play there. Very scary if you're the Toros. And just unfortunately for the Bears, Brock was just unable to bring it in. And that's a breath of fresh air for that Toros defense. Now, 2nd and 10. We'll see what they have in store for this play.
You might even say the Toros had a little bit more cash on that play, able to get to the ball before Brock is able to get his hands on it. Handoff up the middle to Gaines. Gaines running through defenders early, met stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the Toros defense.
Yeah, it looked initially like he might have had a hole, but those 4 men, including number 24 and 55, Eddie Valenzuela and Cannon Raven, able to storm to the ball and stop any big chunk of yards, and brings up a 3rd and 9, and exactly what we've been hoping for the Toros, able to keep him on a long 3rd down.
Veers takes the shotgun snap, looking to the right, over the middle, caught. Here's Brock. Cash Brock found over the middle of the field, able to pick up a Bears first down and a lot more. Taken down by Cash Skousen before you can get away.
Yeah, once again, a lot of cash on the play. That was a huge tackle there by Cash Skousen. It looked like Cash Brock may have had a chance to go all the way to the end zone, but great little shoestring tackle there, able to stop the big play.
Battle of the Cashes here in Mountain View.
Looks like they went for a run, but whistles blow the play dead. We'll see what is happening.
Referees talking it over. Little communication still going on down here on the field.
Yeah, trying to figure out what happened, but
everybody waiting for a call down there. And it looks like
I don't see any flags on the play. A little confused.
Looks like play was blown dead. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again.
For the Bears. Handoff up the middle. Robert stopped quickly. Number 55, Valenzuela, and number 9, Zach Bingham.
Yeah, Bingham came right off the edge, able to put immediate pressure on the running back, and just able to tackle him for a very short gain, actually no gain. So great play there by the Toros defense. 3rd and 9.
Still 3rd and 9 for the Bears. Toros defense got 2 men deep in coverage. 3-man rush. Veers, shotgun snap. Got good protection, got all day in the pocket. Looking over the middle, caught in double coverage. Number 13, Jaden Burrow with a nice catch. A risky throw there from Veers, throws an absolute bullet, and it's caught.
Yeah, that was a great concentration there by Burrow, able to catch the ball despite 2 defenders coming screaming at him. And all that time you gave Veers, that's kind of what you expect. Pass rush got to be a little better.
Veers drops back, looking to his left, got Cash at the line, at the out-of-bounds line. He's breaking tackles, finally pushed out.
Yeah, breaks that first tackle there by number 1. Galavi is playing cornerback. Unfortunately, unable to tackle him, but we do have a flag on the play, so we'll see if that play holds up. But good effort there by the receiver, able to Cash Brock, able to break that first tackle, pick up a few extra yards.
Looks like the Bears offense moving backwards here, waiting for an official call from our head referee here at Mountain View High School on the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer with Adam Maggard.
Yeah, Dane, it's been a pretty good game so far. Torres 24 unanswered in the first half, but the Bears 24 unanswered in the first half, but Torres firing back in the second half, 13 unanswered points so far, and this only hurts the offense here for the
So the personal foul is going to back the Bears up 15 yards, making it first and very long.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be like a 1st and 20 here for the Bears. 1st and 25, correction.
Handoff up the middle to Gaines. Gaines puts his head down, still going, running over defenders, spinning his way, still getting pushed by the Bears. He's still on his feet, carrying defenders inside the 20.
Wow.
A powerful run from Gaines.
Wow, he was swarmed by probably 5 yards down the field, able to still pick up another huge gain despite having like a few defenders on him. A little Derrick Henry-esque, I would say. Nice run
Joshua Gaines on the replay originally got made contact with near the line of scrimmage, but just carried defenders along with a little extra help from number 65 of that Bears O-line, Jack Bennett.
Yeah, that's great heads-up play by offensive line, realizing they can push their player. That's exactly what they did.
Veers trying to communicate with the offense. Timeout is taken by the Bears. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back after this. Don't go anywhere on the Varsity Sports Show.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living. Welcome to Cogier, where your next chapter is your best one yet.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer, here with my friend Adam Maggard. Bears still on top, looking to find their way into the end zone. Gains again after the monster run, still breaking tackles. Didn't break enough, I guess, on that run earlier, and goes down right around the line to gain.
Yeah, Gaines, a very explosive runner. We knew coming into the game, averaging 71 yards per game, and he's probably right around that mark this game.
Veers in the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff to Gaines again, finally taken down quickly in the backfield.
Yeah, we had two Torres come through quickly, number 13 and number 7. That is Preston Patterson and Parker Foster, able to get penetration and stop Gaines behind the line of scrimmage or right about at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Preston Patterson got in there lightning quick. We talked about him a little bit in the pregame. One of the best players on this Mountain View defense. Looking to stand the Bears up here. 2nd and goal. Knocking at the goal line. Showed blitz, popped out into coverage. Veers rolling to his right, looking, surveying. He's got a man back of the end zone. Caught by Jaden Burrell. It's going to be a Bears touchdown with 6 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, great play there by Veers. able to just move around in the pocket. Once again, a lot of time. Unfortunately, the Toros unable to get a lot of pressure on him, and he finds his man in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
Barth coming on for the Bears to kick the extra point to try and make it 31-13 with just over 6 minutes remaining.
See if he can cash this in.
Snap and hold are good. Barth's kick is good as well.
Yeah, once again, just absolutely money with the kicks.
So we'll go ahead and take a look at the replay here. You see Veers surveying, looking, and finds a man back in the end zone. Not a ton you can do defensively when a quarterback is able to roll out like that. Makes it really hard to stay in coverage and keep everybody covered up as those guys' initial routes start to break down and they start to look for soft spots in the zone, or if they beat a man and there's some miscommunication, makes it really hard to keep track of everybody.
Yeah, able to show off a little bit of that cannon he has there. Sneaks it in between two Toros defenders for the touchdown here, and now this is going to be a pretty huge drive for the Toros. We'll see if they can fire back. 6 minutes to go. Game's not over, but they're going to need some offense, and it's going to have to come quick.
Yeah, we've seen the Toros defense make the stops. It's going to come down to this Toros offense to go out there, make some of those explosive plays that we've been waiting for the playmakers to make, and I believe they're due. I believe we've seen the Arnett's and Meadows and Brady Goodman himself. Coy Bodley has gotten in on the action. Cash Skousen playing free safety defensively, making plays. We'll see if they can turn it around here quickly and mount a late fourth quarter comeback.
Yeah, we've seen the Toros be successful with moving the ball quickly, and I assume that's what we'll see on this play. We'll see if they can get something rolling here and get the ball in the end zone quickly and maybe go for an onside.
Barth's kick flies through the back of the end zone once again. This Toros defense, starting with the D-line, Parker Foster, Jackson Walker, Slade Foster, and Nico Alozier. They've been making some great plays. The Toros offense coming back out. Brady Goodman leading them. Steve Meadow in there at running back. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen here for Goodman.
We'll see what the Utah State commit has.
Goodman takes the shotgun snap, looking to his right. Quick throw, almost intercepted. Intended for Arnett. Number 16, Kaiser Wilson, the DB, in on that one.
Yeah, great recognition there by Kaiser. Able to recognize he was going to Arnett, step in front of the ball, and nearly come up with the interception there.
Incompletion on second down, or on first down, brings up second down. Goodman sends a man in motion. Arnett makes it 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Goodman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, look in, surveying, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. That protection just slowly broke down, and the Bears pass rush is able to get in there.
Yeah, it looked like number 18, Jake Rogers, able to come in there and get a little stop there, sack the quarterback, and put him. And correction, sorry, that was Dante Bruley, the defensive end, able to come in there and get the sack, force the Toros into a tough position here.
3rd and 14 on the way for the Toros. Got to get this one to stay alive, it feels like. Goodman drops back, got pressure, stands in the pocket, looking over the middle.
Little errant there, throws one directly to the defense, but lucky enough, doesn't get picked off there by number 9, Caleb Garcia. Lets it go through his arms, and the Toros look like they're bringing out the punt team.
Looked like that one was intended for Arnett over the middle and just too much traffic for him to get through. Like you said, luckily it bounces off the hands of a couple Basha defenders and falls harmlessly to the turf, but brings up 4th and long, and Mountain View is going to decide to punt this one away.
Gosh, Dan, wouldn't this be electric if they fake this?
It would be electric. We'll see if they do it. Not sure they will.
Yeah, I'm doubting it.
Punt is off. Looks like it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Some contact made. And it's going to roll wobbly off the field near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, punter was looking for a flag, but it looked like he got his hands on the ball first, so no flag comes out. Great special teams block of the kick punt right there for the Bears, sets them up in nice field position, and the game is starting to slip away for the Toros, unfortunately.
Toros weren't able to put something together on that late drive. We'll see if this Toros defense now can force a stop.
Yeah.
Rain Curiel, Preston Patterson, Cannon Rabin, a couple guys we talked about a lot tonight. Zachary Galaviz, Cash Skousen on that defensive side too. Backup quarterback in, sacked quickly by number 11, Rain Curiel, one of the captains of this Toros defense in there to make a quick stop.
Yeah, able to get around the edge, wearing that old Micah Parsons number, looking a little Micah Parsons-esque, able to get in there, sack the quarterback. That's exactly what they needed. Forces him into a tough situation. A 3-and-out is exactly what the Toros need right now.
Apologies to any Cowboys fans who are watching right now and had to be reminded that Micah Parsons was traded off of their team to the Green Bay Packers. Handoff up the middle. Roberts breaking a tackle, staying on his feet, taken down, but not until after a nice gain on second down.
Yeah, it was a good game there by the running back, able to shorten the chains here. Now looking at a 3rd and 12. We'll see if the Toros defense can stand here and get that 3-and-out, and that's exactly what they need. We'll see if we start seeing maybe a few timeouts by this Mountain View team.
Looks like some communication here from the referees. Talking things over here on the field. I absolutely agree. I think if you make a quick stop here,
not over.
It's not over. Toros absolutely have a window of opportunity. Slim, but they absolutely do have a window as the backup quarterback Jake Rogers is in.
Yeah, I've definitely seen crazier, but looks like the Bears are feeling confident putting their backup quarterback in here.
Rogers hands the ball off, initially stopped at the line of scrimmage. Roberts cutting it upfield, and he's going to be wrapped up, taken down by a swarm of Toros.
Yeah, great job by the Toros defense, able to get the stop there. I'm wondering if we'll see a timeout here as the clock continues to tip, but it looks like no, and it looks like we'll see if they bring out the punt team or if they go for it here. What do you think, Dane?
4th down, up on the scoreboard, letting that time tick down. Offense looking towards the sideline. I would agree with them. Keep the offense out there. You're in enemy territory. Trying to end any last hope that the Toros have on the offensive side of things and take as much time away as you can. Toros hoping to save as much as they can and capitalize on another nice stop by their defense. Head coach Chris McDonald for Basha making the call there.
Yeah, and it looks like we get a timeout here by Mountain View. A little surprising how late it was.
And so with the timeout, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back after these few words.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer here with Adam Maggard. Time winding down here at Mountain View High School, Jesse Parker Field on the Varsity Sports Show.
Yeah, Dane, it's been a pretty good game. Unfortunately, not the result the Toros wanted, but they've definitely kept it close, and that's all you can do when you're playing the number 1 team.
Toros have held their own against the number 1 team in the state. Pass nearly intercepted by Cash Skousen right there. The out route quickly caught by Roberts is going to be enough to convert on 4th down by the Bears.
Yeah, it was a little scary there for the Bears. Almost an interception, but able to find his man and pick up a nice chunky yards there and move the sticks.
So a miraculous 4th down conversion late for the Bears.
Yeah, that was pretty huge, dude.
Jake Rogers' quick dump-off pass to Noah Roberts is good enough for a 1st down. Rogers shotgun, handoff to Gaines. Gaines trying to get a full head of steam. Still won't go to the ground. Picked up by an entire defensive line of Toros right there.
Yeah.
Just completely lifted into the air and still will not go down.
Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty dominant the whole game. Not surprised to see him shed a few tackles there and stay on his feet. Unfortunately, an injury for the Toros. We're going to hope he's okay.
So during the break here, Mountain View, what went right for them this game?
I mean, I think they started out a little slow, Dan, but I've seen Arnett, huge plays, as well as Galaviz. Those two have been electric. Goodman, I think he had a few mistakes in there, but not the worst game ever, and he definitely looked like a leader for the team. Defense for sure has looked good, though.
A player I want to highlight here, a sophomore wide receiver, Teo Weeks. He's had a handful of clutch catches. He's still a sophomore. He's got plenty of time to continue to develop. I think over the next 2 years, with him at Mountain View, he will develop into the next Arnett, the next Galaviz, the next wide receiver and playmaker that these Mountain View quarterbacks are going to rely on to make plays. And I think that's something that Mountain View has done very well tonight. They've done pretty much everything they can to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. And while they've done it, they were able to make plays, whether it was picking up tough 1st downs, finding their way to the end zone, making clutch catches on 3rd downs and 4th downs to pick up conversions. There just wasn't too many of them tonight. And let's not act like they're facing off against, a JV squad from way across town. They're going up against the #1 team in the state, 25th nationally, according to Max Preps, in the Basha Bears, and they have absolutely held their own tonight. Rogers in the shotgun. Looks to his right, got a man open, pass complete, taken down quickly on the far side of the field. Number 84 hauls it in for the Bears.
Yeah, once again, the Bears able to find an easy completion. So far, their backup quarterback, Jake Rogers, has looked pretty solid. No mistakes. Able to stay poised, find a man, and once again picks up a nice chunky yards, sets up a 3rd and 1 here.
I also want to highlight this Toros defense so far. They've done a really as good of a job as you can possibly do, as Gaines is stopped short for one of the very few times tonight. He's been powerful. Not much that too many people can even do about his style of running, it seems like. But the Toros defense have done a really good job trying to handle all of the playmakers that the Bears have. Like we talked about, this is a really good team. And to hold them to 31 and be able to really force the Bears to have to put together good drives has been a bright spot, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bears offense very dynamic, averaging 38 points per game. So the Toros defense doing a very good job holding them under their average.
And 4th and 1 here for the Bears. Toros, lots of men at the line of scrimmage. In the backfield, wrapped up and taken down. Roberts found in the backfield.
Yeah, that was
quickly off the edge.
There. Yeah, that was a great stop by the defense there. It looked like the Brady Roberts was maybe gonna get out of that, or Noah Roberts, sorry. Looked like he was maybe gonna get out of it, but the defender stayed strong, able to bring him down, and that's a good stop there for the Toros.
Looked like number 9, Zach Bingham out there on the other edge, made the play in the backfield.
Yeah, great play by Bingham.
Goodman in the pocket, rolls out to his right, stepped up, tucks it for a second. He's going to run out of bounds around the 20-yard line and take his gain.
Yeah, that was a good heads-up play there by Goodman. Not a lot of time just able to get out of bounds, stop the clock, and we'll see if they can get maybe one more explosive play before the end of the game.
Yeah, a couple more points for Pride here are important.
Absolutely, but as you said, they're not playing just some average team. I think there's a lot of good takeaways from this game. I think that Mountain View's still a top team so far this year, and I think we'll see them rebound well next game.
Absolutely. Goodman pump fakes to his left, looking over the middle, got Arnett. Nice catch and throw there. Taken down at the 35-yard line, Arnett.
Yeah, once again, Arnett making plays wide open, making it easy on his quarterback, Goodman. Just
Here's
picks
the
up
replay.
a nice, easy play.
Over the middle, Goodman was able to find his man. Goodman takes the shotgun snap here, steps up in the pocket, looking deep, looking for number 6, Teo Weeks, and a flag comes in late.
Yeah, that could be a huge flag. It looks like they're going to call pass interference against the Bears. So
Number 5, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
yeah, it's going to go against number 5 of the defense. That's Xavier Rivera Rogers, and he, unfortunate mistake there. Toros moved the ball, and we'll see if they can, as Dane said, get a little points for Pride.
Got a little bit too handsy there in the secondary. The guy we talked about, Teo Weeks, putting his defender behind him, using that 5'11" frame to get out of there. Goodman takes it out of the backfield himself, picks up maybe 1.
Yeah, Goodman able to escape the pocket. Not a lot of yards to gain, but enough to avoid the sack. And now they go back to the quick hurry-up offense. In shotgun, takes the snap. Goodman rolls to his left, launches the ball downfield. Unfortunately, no one in the area, so that's going to go incomplete. But it stops the clock, 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 for the Toros. Trying to put one last drive together here late at Mountain View High School on the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer, here with Adam Maggard. Time running out here for the Toros.
Goodman once again drops back, rolls to his right, has a man downfield. That's number 6. Good coverage there by number 7 of the defense. That's Percy Knox III, able to get his hands in there for what looked like might be a big completion. Just great defense there.
Teo Weeks, the intended targeted receiver. Fans in the stands here standing up in protest of the coverage there, asking for a flag. Does not seem like they're going to get it. That's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Toros. Goodman getting his offense set back up again.
Let's not be surprised if it goes to Arnett or Galaviz on this play here. They need a chunk yardage play, maybe out of bounds.
Looking deep, caught by Arnett. Around the 30, wrapped up and taken down.
And there comes the timeout, it looks like.
Referee running in there.
Timeout.
And a timeout is taken by the Toros.
And what did we say? Looking for Arnett, finds Arnett, great catch. Little high, but able to come down with it and picks up the first down. 6 seconds to go.
And as time winds out in this one, I want to say, me and Adam both want to say thank you to everybody at the Varsity Sports Show making this happen. Vince Delicio, our producer RJ.
Yeah, and a huge thanks to Mountain View for having us out. It's been a pleasure. Super fun game. Unfortunately, not the result that Mountain View and some of the fans here were hoping for, but still a good game, and it's been a good one, Dan.
Yeah, the rest of our crew, Matt McCord, Riley Hartman, Devin Blankenship, and of course me, Adam Maggard, and Dane Palmer. Really glad to be here with everybody on a beautiful Friday night in Mesa, Arizona. Student section still holding pretty strong. Some of the diehards up there. We've got full-size traffic cones on heads, I see. Got a couple people with hard hats up here. The high vis got it going. Not sure if most of these hard hats are OSHA regulation, but they look pretty good. As Goodman sets up in shotgun.
Could be the last play of the game. Here we go.
Sends Arnett in motion. Brings his running back up to his right. Rolls out to his right. Steps up in the pocket. Pass complete to number 1. Galaviz gets out of bounds.
Wow, that was a huge heads-up play there by Galaviz. Looked like for a second he was going to turn it up the middle of the field. Recognized how much time was left. able to turn his body and get out of bounds.
0.9 seconds left.
Little buzzer beater there. Love to see that if you're the Toros. Able to get one more play. And let's see if they can put one in the end zone and finish off on a high note.
Goodman drops back, looking left, firing towards the pylon. Pass is going to be intercepted out of bounds around the 6-yard line.
And that's going to do it, folks.
That's going to do it here, folks, on the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Dane Palmer here with Adam Maggard. And once again, we got to thank our whole crew, our producer RJ, cameraman Matt McCord, camera woman Riley Hardman, our sideline correspondent Devin Blankenship. We would like to say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. We appreciate you watching. Without you, we would have no audience. So here, the Toros fall 13-31 to the Basha Bears at home.
Yeah, great night. Beautiful weather. A pleasure to be out here. Pleasure to watch this game. Two top teams in the state competing. Always fun. Dane, I've really enjoyed this one.
As have I, Adam. As have I. And so with that, we say thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you all next Friday for some more Varsity Sports Show action. Thank you very much.